Hello. Good afternoon, evening? Good evening. It's evening in the Americas. We're live for like the first time in like a billion years. Hold on. Why is my OBS that game window not opening? Hold on. Umya. OBS, please. I'm begging you. Capture method. If I try the new one, okay, that fixed it, I guess. All right. Welcome. It's been like a billion years. It's been over a week. I've failed as a streamer. I've failed to maintain the at least one stream a week timeline, which is already like barely enough as it is. Everyone's forgotten about me. That's okay. That's okay. It's my fault. I've been busy in the design mines. I'd call it the game dev mines, but I have nothing to show for it besides a bunch of like design notes and design docs. I'm kind of taking a step back and I guess refreshing myself on like the first principles of game design and how to make game that has emergent strategies and gameplay. And oh god, there's no airflow. I closed the window so there's no airflow. This always happens. My PC is warming me up. Loka, hello, you're the first person to chat. You remembered me. Anyway, I'm going to run ads on Twitch because I hate pre-rolls. Sorry. Or, you know, get one of the something ad blockers, right? Hello? Golshin! Golshin! Hi, Dahlem. It's Golshi week. I have my free scout on the trainee scout, so we're gonna do that right now. Oh god. I've been playing this game a little bit off stream. Gonna be honest, on my unannounced over 1 week hiatus, this was one of the things I was getting distracted by, among other things. Starting a new D&D session. It's always takes a bit to gotta lock in to make the best not cringe character. A character that I may have named after you guys hear about the horse named Skibbity Riz who won his first race? That was like over a week ago, so I feel like god, it feels so weird because it's been long enough since last stream that I'm not entirely sure what I have and haven't talked about on stream yet. It feels like there was a lot this past week that, I don't know, I consumed in my brain somewhere. Anyway, might as well do these trainee scouts, right? The reason I was saving onto the guaranteed, the pick one 3-star ticket was because I was waiting to get the random 3-star ticket, so might as well use both of these. I forget where I got this. I think it was from Golshi Week. Anyway, I'm like halfway through the event missions. I think I gotta lock in though to actually yes, is it Top Gun? Is it Top Gun, please? It's another Alejandra Pata. That's fine. She's cool too. But I'm missing exactly one 2-star. Anyway, I have exactly one 3-star right now, and that's Teiyama Pro. Speaking of Teiyama Pro. Oh, right. This past week, I ran out of Uma Musume content to watch. I'm now re-watching the Beginning of New Era movie, which was actually my introduction to the anime, because I watched that before anything else. But now I'm coming back into it with all the context. Actually knowing what the Satsuki show, the Japanese derby, and the Kika show are. And also watching it after, was it the Road to the Top OVA? Dude, the scene where Teiyama Pro slaps Naruto Top Road's ass. It's peak. It's peak. I don't know what else to say. It's great. Anyway, I'm back. Hello. Alright, the Twitch ads are over. You've been freed. Be free, my children. Not my children, that's weird. Tokaiteo! Let's go! We do the things that she couldn't in the anime and make her an undefeated triple crown. 3. Ha. 3. Okay. Alright, I don't know what else to do. I'm probably not gonna pull for Super Creek, but I'm honestly not sure what else I would be pulling for. Mainly because I don't have enough for the pity. For 200 pulls, which would be 30,000 carats. But honestly, I don't know what I'm saving for. Anyway, might as well do my dailies. Oh god, the champ meet's coming up. I don't have a debuff for Nice Nature yet. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna play the game casually and not care. Which honestly I probably should be doing and not worrying about doing all the grinding for these Golshi missions, but what else are you gonna do? It's a good game. It's a fun game. Why would I turn down an opportunity to play more Musume Pretty Derby and play the career with slightly more challenge on the Golshi mode? Oh, nice. Nice job. Oh my god, Nice Nature got 3rd place. It's a Nice Nature. I like how she says, "Yapparimashou." I think that's what she says. Like yappari and ganbarimashou or something. Yay, we're losing. We don't have Swinging Maestro, except I think I built Swinging Maestro on like one... Was it this Golshi? The run where I borrowed a card other than Max Limit Break Kitasan Black, because I wanted to try out, Oh, hey, Winner's Ash. My own... Was it? My 1 Limit Break Kitasan Black. And it seemed noticeably less effective. Still get the mood up mission or events, which is kind of nice. Anyway. I'm also noticing that like all my teams are heavily weighted towards late surgers because I keep bringing my Max Limit Break Aishin Flash SR card, and she has the late surger skills, so I keep building late surgers. Oh hey. I don't think you're supposed to be buying these, but I'm gonna buy them anyway, because I feel like I'm not gonna be pulling the trainee gacha all that much, and we just got 1 billion gold from... Sorry, monies from Golshi Week. So, sure, why not? Why not? Anyway, I'm sorry if anyone was eagerly waiting for more game dev streams, because I feel like, at the moment, I'm spending a lot of time just thinking about design. Oh, this is like totally unrelated, but I just watched a video of someone like reattaching their like ear cover. They're riding a horse, an IRL video of someone riding a horse, and then the horse's ear covers fall off, and then she goes back to pick up the ear covers and put them back on. And it was really cute. Anyway. What was I saying? I'm really sorry to anyone who wanted to see more game dev on the ball game. I have spent the past week and a half... Well, I wouldn't say I was like 24/7 locked in, but I spent a lot of time focused on just thinking about design. Oh hey, sweet, 1, 2, 3. And I'm not sure if I came up with anything like super revolutionary, but I feel like I have a stronger foundation on what I want for the game and for the game to be. And I'm trying to focus like really hard on sort of think about things from first principles, I guess, and like rereading books and reading other books on game design, and maybe looking to other games for inspiration and maybe yoinking a few ideas from them, but making sure that I'm actually understanding how those pieces fit together and what they're trying to do, and how that fits into what I want to do for my game. That's where I'm kind of at right now. I realize those are all like very vague things. I love the ball game. It's good to hear. It's good to hear. I've been thinking more about was it prototyping on paper, like in tabletop sim or something, or you know, in IRL or something. I feel like maybe the best way to go about this is to build sort of a sandbox or a debug tool for building the ball game boards and implementing like whatever funny effects I want to add, and then do the roguelike part, the actually getting an inventory of those things and then placing them on paper so that it's way easier to sort of change things on the fly and prototype and like get actual playtesting as soon as possible. But I realize that once I put in that effort to do that, it's probably not too much more to actually implement it in code. Get like a really basic UI or something for that. But I don't know. I haven't trained a mile runner in like a billion years, so I know my vodka's okay, but I think my... who else? King Halo is a B. Ice Nature has a C. Grass Wonder I think has the best stats. I think. Vodka has more power though, actually. Vodka might be better. Oh, look at that. Breath of Fresh Air is the less preferable stamina skill. You also have Breath of Fresh Air. You have Corner Recovery. Okay, so you're already better on the stamina in 2 ways. So then the power becomes a concern. Because I think I'm running you late Surger, but I think I did pace last time I ran this. And it turned out decently. The only problem is I have some late Surger skills, so you lose out on that. Well, and then also you gotta have these actually proc. Oh, it's only level 1 late Surger corners. It's not that bad to go pace here, right? Because she gets blocked. Because if she gets blocked, she gets blocked. My Super Creek can do the medium, like, really consistently. But she does not have a mile aptitude. And I don't think I've trained any... I've been, like, training Golshi non-stop for Golshi Week. That's the status. Alright. I've started watching the races in fast-forward mode instead of skipping to the end. Oh no, 9th, that's Space Chaser. Because I feel like it gives you a better idea of where they get blocked. Because she's totally gonna get blocked. Or not. Oh, she's coming up. She's coming up. She has to get around her. Ultra chase. It's not enough. It's not enough. I don't know if did Corner Recovery. Okay, Breath of Fresh Air was way too late. Actually, yeah. Okay, now I see why Breath of Fresh Air is not a preferred skill. Okay. But literally, who else do I have for miles? I've been doing the medium a lot, though. Distance aptitude affects what power? Is it? Oh, I forgot that L has mile aptitude. Wait. Damn, air groove stats. Kind of crazy. She has a B. L can do Phase Chaser though, but she has late Surger skills. She has enough power. 771. I think that's enough to go for late Surger here. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's watch her get boxed in. Every time. Every time. Every single time. Alright, alright. She's doing fine. I guess she's at the front of the backpack. She's got out to the middle pack. She's trying to get around. She's trying to get around. Oh god. Did she get blocked? She got blocked. She's so blocked. It's so blocked. It's so over. It's over like it's never been over before. Neo, you pile of horse lusting filth! Hi, random perv. Welcome back. You know the horse cops are gonna bust down your roar? Why would they? I've done nothing wrong, have I? Have I? Have I? Did I? Would I? Would you? I don't know why this is so much easier for them. Rather, why this Super Creek does so well on this race compared to my mile runners on the mile. I guess I haven't trained a mile runner in like a while. I got focus for her? Oh. I wonder if that's one of the reasons why she's so consistent. Because this Super Creek is super consistent on this race. This is the one I trained on stream because I haven't done any other Super Creek runs. She has a clear heart. Just like mine. My heart is pure. You have nothing on me. The charges will never stick. Oh yeah, by the way, I was like testing my mic and check 1 2. I was testing the switch on my mic. For some reason the switch wasn't working for like, I don't know, a couple days last week. Check. But now it's working. Now it's working. At least according to OBS. Unless OBS is lying to me, which would be really funny. That'd be really funny. I love Noise Nature. She's so good. So nice. Nature. Oh boy. I guess you could say your heart has no real / scalar part. Am I right, guys? Oh no. Okay. Okay, I really like the laugh and the sigh at the end. Ah, God damn it. I've been like reading people's like analyses and like people talking about random Musume facts. Did you know that the IRL Air Groove was in a race and a horse next to her named Pilsudski, I think, got an erection? There's a male horse next to Air Groove, a female horse, that got an erection that was like following her the entire race and then overtook her and then won. So that's your horse racing fun fact for today, I guess. Anyway, I'm on the gold ship fan grind, so we're doing that. Oh no, I think my my phone's screen is overheating, or my phone is just overheating in general. Anyway, I've been taking this Air Groove as a legacy. I guess I'm just trying to get like stamina sparks or something. This one has good stamina sparks. 3 stam. What do you have? 2 stam? Hey, it's Kara's. 2 guts. Speed. Because I want to get my own, I guess, stam sparks. Which I guess would be you then. I think I did like a 5 speed 1 stam deck. But I might go back to the wit deck. Oh my god. 2 people I'm following have the MLB Super Creek. Super Creek. Okay. Who do I bring then? Maybe like 4 speed 1 stam 1 wit. I've been using the nice nature wit card that's apparently meta. I found out that even though it doesn't have specialty priority, apparently that's a good thing because she has the training effectiveness and she can land on good trainings like speed and stamina instead of wit. So sometimes you actually want that, from what I hear. Anyway, I know more speed is generally better for career, but then you want more stam for PvP. Alright. This should be my second to last run, assuming I finish. What new crimes is the dog up to? Spending a long time thinking about game dev stuff and writing ideas down and having nothing important to show on stream. That's what I've been up to. So we're taking it slow. But I promise it's for a good cause. I think. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, we can get late surger skills. We'll just do the 2 friends. I know that feeling. Yeah. Yeah. These things take time. You gotta trust me. You gotta believe me. Yaida! Basic camping by the river again. Laundry and I didn't want to do that. In the house? Aha. Aha. I see. Haha. Aros, hello. Not the horse grinding. Yeah, we're grinding. We're grinding. Not for sparks or anything, just for monies. Just for Golshi week. And I guess there's the what was it? 5 years of Neo's life for 20 minutes of my amusement only for me to call the game shit. So true. So true. Oh wait, this is almost over. Yeah, I should probably do that. Anyway. Oh right, I guess the only thing I really care about is these 200 career goals, which means just grinding a bit more. But I kind of have been focusing on Golshi for this, but I might do one run for NHK Mile Cup. Which I guess would be air group. I guess. 3 friends on speed. Ooh, you want to click the speed button. Ooh. Ooh, you want to click the 50% failure triple rainbow button. Ooh. God. The more I think about this game design, the more I'm like, You know what people love? Random variable rewards. It's like a fractal of gambling game design. It's kind of awesome though. It's kind of really cool, you know? I remember that 20 minutes is because I used a glitch to move through 3 levels and skipped all the dialogue. Nice. Nature. Oh god. What am I doing? I took the stamp sparks. I don't need that much stamina. Guess we're building light surger yet again. Cause you know what? Asian Flash is pretty good. 15% failure. 15% failure. What's the worst that could happen? Surely. Get your energy. It's only like +5 in the stat. Bottom option because the top option takes energy. Alright, 46%. Yeah, now you can rest. Now you can rest. We still haven't gotten any mood up events, which kind of sucks, but it's not going to matter that much when we're just focusing on friendships. God. Let's go gambling. Oh, thanks, McQueen. McQueen! People like cute things. Make the cute thing collectible. Add random dice rolls for progression. Add a paywall. Print money. Print money. Yeah, that's my problem. I don't have the art skills to make a game about cute girls that you can gamble and waste real money for. Damn. Pressured by another runner and running out of energy toward the front on the final corner or later. I swear, that's like so many conditions. The other thing I recently realized was looking at the looking at Game Torah, is the effect of the inherited unique skills are way lower, like about as much as like any other like non-gold skill, or sometimes worse. But anyway, they're way less than the effect of it actually the actual unique, which I guess makes sense if it's not like a gold skill. But whatever, for 160 skill points, might as well. Sounds like a skill issue. You're so right. You're so right. All I need to do is just get good. Make the good game that makes people want to throw money at. What if instead of making a good, detailed game, you just added dozens of microtransactions? What if instead of making a good game, I made a bad game that everyone hated? That sounds like a great business plan. That sounds like a great idea. I love I love random variable rewards. I love gambling. I love gambling. Okay, come on, do your thing. Do your thing, Golshi. Hydrate. I'm gonna run out of water here. Oh god, we did not train speed all that much. Oh my god, she can't even. Oh my god. This is what happens when I don't take the speed sparks and I just completely ignore speed training. Hydrate! No, I'm gonna run out of water. I'm gonna take a break from the stream to refill my water bottle. It's gonna be all your fault. Okay, I'm officially out of water. If you hydrate redeem again, guess what? I'm gonna take a break from stream. All right. Well, you asked for it. You asked for it. Time for me to get water. Oh, but I guess I'll read the event first, so we can get to Golshi's screen, so you can listen to Golshi ramble about stuff. Meiji no Dober. Yelled again. I was so close to getting that fragrance oil too. You okay? What's it to you? Were you trying to buy something?
Why do you care? It's nothing important anyway, so I'm gonna call it a day and go back.
Are you sure?
What's with you? In case you didn't hear me the first time, I'm done here. It looks like I won't be able to buy her a present after all.
Something else? Alright, sure. Who asked? Who asked? She literally said, who asked? She really loves Mont Blanc? Mont Blanc. Okay, she did the tsundere thing. Oh, thank you for the prime sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget your use your Bezos bucks on me. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Cyclocust. New BRB screen idea. Chibi Neo leaned over a dog dish filled with water. But Neo being too small to get a drink with his tongue. Actually, you know what? I'm making a mental note of that. We're gonna save that for sometime later when I actually decide to lock in and focus on my animation and art skills. Anyway, time for me to get at water. Alright. Enjoy Tired Golshi. Alright, I'm back with water. I probably should have gotten ice if I'm not going to open a window. But, it's okay, we deal with it. Simple never gonna happen would have been acceptable. Yeah. True. Okay, but I did have the thought. Also, I'm gonna hydrate. I did have the thought of working on a Chibi model and doing 3D animation for a bit, and then I didn't lock in. Neo's a thought. If Shea Breeze. Okay, good thing we have like 10 turns left to do thing. Okay, stamina guts. It's optimal to do it here. Also, I can't believe we still haven't gotten a boot up event. Happy shoe shopping, happy Meek. Dude, I just realized that. You know what? You know what? It's time to speed train. Is it time to... No, we're about to hit rainbows. I just realized that Aoi and Happy Meek were in the movie, in the beginning of New Era movie, because I just rewatched the first half of it today, because I needed more Uma Musume content to watch while running on the treadmill. And once I'm done rewatching the movie, I don't know what I'm going to be watching while I run on the treadmill. I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm going to get my exercise. How am I going to be motivated to do exercise if I don't have cute anime girls running to motivate me and make me feel like I'm doing the same activity as them? How am I going to get my motivation then? I think it should be an overly simple childlike drawing to emphasize that this isn't your main thing. Oh, there's an idea. I'll make it in Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff style. How about that? Bonus scene of Neo trying to drink. Looks up at viewers with the Neo sad face before trying again. Okay, okay. Alright. That's an idea. That's an idea. Someday I will care about the visual quality of my stream assets. Someday. I'm out of channel points. You're out of channel points! Well, that's it. No more hydration redeems. Oh no, what are you gonna do? Wait for me to hydrate naturally. Wait for more channel points. Run the bot script thing that you're technically not supposed to use to collect your channel points or something. Someday. Hi, Cyclocust. I'm the best bad influence on Neo. I give him ideas he actually wants to do and corrupt him. Actually. Oh yeah, now I know who Fuji Kiseki is. She was in the movie. I actually know who the characters are now, and I'm not just watching the movie blind and being introduced to a million characters I've never met before. Squee! Uma. Oh my god, she's so cool. She's so cool. She's so cool. Is this a skill hint? Is this a skill hint? Okay, thanks. Prepared to pass. Hold on. Pace Chaser. Golshi's not a pace. Oh wait, no, I actually have the aptitude for it. We could do Pace Chaser this time. You know, we're gonna have to crash out like Pippa when the next game comes out. Oh, you mean like how it feels to have the thing you like suddenly become popular and for everyone to harikite iko. This one's stamina, I think. Why is the game stuttering so much? Sure, we'll do wit. Man, should I have recreation? I feel like the total value, if I had recreation super early of the mood up, would have actually been pretty significant. I could take that wit train. Yeah, it's decent. Okay, I should probably do an actual race at this point. Oh, we got another rainbow. Oh my god, the value though. The value is too high. It's too much. Oh, this is actually better, isn't it? Although we don't... Oh, you have corner recovery? Okay, I kind of got a 12%. We risk it. Okay. And now we race. Probably. Wait and see. I think that's the sprint one. So, kinda meh. Yeah. Or, yeah, not really helping us here. Okay. Oh, good. We have a race we can actually do. Alright, don't get boxed in. I probably just go Pace Chaser here, right? Running out of energy towards the front. I'll find the corner later. We miss Warning Shot if we do Pace Chaser, though. But less chance to get boxed in. And in the early career, you don't have much power. So getting boxed in is, like, even more detrimental. Alright, do your thing. Without your Warning Shot skill. Did I even say he was Pace Chaser? You're just gonna do your thing, Golshi? Okay, third, that's fine. Just don't, like, literally 2 horses in front of you, don't get blocked. Oh no, she's in 4th. Uh-oh. She's on the inside. Oh god, she's completely boxed in. It's... Oh, she's coming out, she's coming out, she's coming out. She's gonna make it, she's gonna make it, she's gonna make it! She's on the side! She's chilling, she's in front! Yeah, baby! Alright, good job, Golshi. Another be a rescreen idea. Chibi Neo rummaging in a fridge, then pulls out a file of foods. As he walking away, he drips. And the food falls. Then looks at chat with a sad Neo face. Why are all your scenarios so sad? Is that what you want to see? For a bonus scene to keep it, sometimes some of the food lands on Neo's head. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something worse than head. That's nice. That's cool. Okay. Now you definitely need a freaking rest. 99% failure. Nothing other happens, right? Alright. Did not get sleep deprived. Okay, now your mood is bad. Okay. Okay, I'll actually take you to recreation now. Okay. We didn't even get the karaoke, but we got +10. This one's, yeah, that's mood up. There's our mood ups. I swear to God. Kita-san hint on wit for free. You being a bumble dog. What even am I doing? Do you go in closer here? No, this is early enough that you go pace, right? Right. Right. Okay, yeah. You shouldn't need the skill. Then later we can do end closer. Unless we get every single late surger skill, and then we go late surger. But I kind of hate how often late surger gets boxed in. But it's kind of like my best strat due to my cards. Alright. This does not proc Warning Shot. But I think we're good on stats. So we're just gonna lead the entire run. We're not even the front runner and we're leading. I wonder if that rush actually made a difference. Like a positive difference. Is that winning ticket coming up? Okay, yeah, it's easy. It's easy. Another food related one. Ow. Chibi Neo sitting at a table as he stabs the food with a fork. Opens wide and chomps on the food. Dude, I feel like there's like a bunch of really funny, expressive faces from the Musume anime and movie I could borrow. Sorry. Get inspired by it. Take some inspiration. Happy New Year. Let's figure that out together. Didn't even hit the cap. We're good. We're chilling. Okay, we can finally get these guys to orange. I swear to God. This would be a triple rainbow if those guys were at orange. Call my horses, guys. Okay, guys. We're doing speed training today. Okay, we're doing the Moms Over Gods events, getting +5 power. Which is pretty okay, I guess. Pretty underwhelming, TBH. So, we could do Asian Flash here, or we could do Nice Nature. But Asian Flash gets us all 4 speed cards at orange. Which you probably want more. But the energy efficiency on Wit, though. Ah, God. What do we want here? No, I'm doing guts. That's the extent of my creativity for now. I'm out of ideas. Okay, that gives you energy? Although isn't the bottom one like really good though? Alright, double rainbow, sure. I have the laundry to dry. Be sure to tug. Okay, alright. Why did I end stop reading that there? Okay, and now we miss out on... Okay, whatever. King Halo's always there. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Do we just wit again? I mean, Akikawa's there, I guess. We do need to get that up to green bond. Hey, umapoi. Umapoi. Alright. Yeah, we do need to get Akikawa to green bond. What do you have? Halo, late surger. Late surger. Corner acceleration is... Isn't that more preferred than straightaway acceleration? Guess depends on when to procs. We'll do stamina. Alright, good. Don't fail the 6%. I swear, I failed like a 2% like a few days ago. Or was it 6%? Was it my friend who failed a 2%? You know, statistically, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen occasionally. Oh my god. Wait, all those skill procs? Wait. Duty of Dignity calls. I mean, at that price? Definitely grab corner recovery. I think we take those. Late Surger corners, level 4. Okay, I think we gotta... we're gonna end up doing a Late Surger build here. Might as well. Hello, Team English and Elf! Good evening, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing alright. I feel a little guilty for not streaming for, like, over a week. But, I promise, it was for a good cause. It was for the ideas brain. Like, actually feel like it's pretty important, especially if you're like trying to do something for the first time and trying to learn, to have the focus of not trying to do something while streaming. If you like actually want to learn. If you're approaching it more casually, then it's probably fine. Probably. Because I do think learning streams can be fun and helpful and useful. Oh god, don't get boxed in. Golshi, Golshi? Golshi? Golshi, please! Oh my god. What are you doing? 5th. Wait, does that still count? Of course it does. Oh my god. What is this? Alright, top 3 in Kikusho. But the Derby is somewhere here, right? Yeah, 2 turns away. We're going for it. Although I swear I'm cursed on trying to get the classic Triple Crown. It like never happens. Goal ship! Goal ship main, I'm just grinding for the event. To get 5 million fans. Energy down, move down again! What the fuck are you doing, Golshi? Golshi. Golshi. 25% failure. Yeah, sure, we risk it. Alright. That was probably an unwise move, but I felt like we're falling a bit behind on the stats curve. What the fuck are you doing? Hold on. We're gonna check. Okay. That fucking sucks. Missing a triple rainbow and our mood sucks. But... what's it looking like? Asuna? What are the odds? I think we do have the S in Late Surger. So I might just try for it. Although we probably just get stuck in traffic. Ugh. At least we don't have end closers on our side. But yeah, these Golshi, they've been mostly alright, I guess. Because I didn't take the speed sparks. Alright, corner recovery. Alright, we'll actually proc warning shot now. Yes. I was about to say. Alright. She's coming up on the outside. That's where we want to be so we don't get blocked. Okay, we're blocked. We're blocked. Wait, no, we're coming back up. Oh, hey, we did it. Yo, nice job. Nice job, Golshi. Okay. Half a length. We'll take those. Back of another headache. With pictures. Congrats. Good to see you. I can barely see these speed demons. They're locked in. We gotta like rest twice, I think. God, our mood has been such a mood. Probably just... Do we rest again? Could just recreation and then... Depending on the role, we adjust our behavior in summer. Otherwise, we hit rest again. We're at normal mood? No, we probably want the mood up. Okay, that's a perfectly reasonable outcome. Okay, single rainbow. Okay, we want speed for the career. Also, you have a hint. If we're doing late surger, then that is a useful hint. Asian Flash is also useful. Do we take the rainbow, right? Also, Kitas on hint. We already got corner recovery. I guess we'd look for a corner adapt. Straighter recovery is okay. But not great. Alright. TV Neo sneezing in a pillow, his head poking out under the blankets. Okay, finally take advantage of the rest and recreation option. That's a lot of stamina. We have a 4 speed deck, right? So... And a Kitas on hit? Okay, we gotta hit stamina here. It's more optimal! It's more optimal! Anyway, I think I still haven't actually gotten the classic triple crown. Okay, that's worth. I swear, every run, if we're doing the Satsuki show, if we do well on the Satsuki show, then we mess up on the Japanese Derby. If we do well on Derby, then we messed up on another turn. Every time. 18% failure on wit is not worth risking. Alright, take your plus 50. Oh, hey. Nice. Free event. Double rainbow. Double rainbow's good enough. You take those. Ah, yes. The random variable reward vision. Mood down again! We've had like 11 billion mood downs this freaking run. Sure, we want Nice Nature spawned up. Still not orange. Did she do this on the race day? Lamau, get pranked. Get pranked, Golshi. Got late surger corners and late surger straightaways and fighter. Okay, yeah, we're I guess we're committing to late surger. What else am I putting my money in? Corners is the best one, I think. Yeah, field of view's basically useless. From what I hear. I've literally never taken it, so I don't know. Alright, Kikasho. The long one. Anyway, at this point I'm basically just watching the races for data. For input into my machine learning training algorithm. That is my brain. To know how often they get blocked and how often skills proc. But it seems like the tier lists are pretty accurate in like saying which skills are effective and which skills aren't. Okay. As long as you're not getting blocked. Corner recovery does proc. Warning shot does proc. I should probably just turn out the skill animations so I'm gonna speed through them like this. Alright. In the last corner! Oh my god. Just getting like blocked. Will she get around? Okay, do your late surger thing. Alright, alright. Can you get around her? He's trying to go inside of Teomavro. Oh my god, there's so much distance. Too much distance. Can she even get like second? We don't even see. Where the hell is everyone else? Is that third? Okay. Well, whatever. Take your third. This is supposed to be a fan farming run. We're not even getting any firsts. Except in the optional race, the derby. Time to cook food since laundry's up and drying. At least the stove is warm enough to keep me from getting cold without blankets. Alrighty. Have a good food cooking enjoying experience. I don't know what to say. Triple double rainbow, good enough. Take that. Next turn is the Japan Cup. Since we're on the fan grind, we're probably taking that. Oh hey, 10 win, nice. All right, 1 rainbow. Gonna turn to skip. All right, Japan Cup, go do your thing. Go get me 30,000 fans, please. When have you known me not to have a delicious time for food? Yeah, it's like every stream, man. You're telling me about the delicious food that you're eating. It's nice. Keep doing that. I feel like it adds to the stream vibes. It's nice. They're zooming. Biblically accurate Musume speed. This is canon. Alright, yep, proc your warning shot at the last second. Heading to the late race, where they can start their final spurt. Man, is our nice nature still not an orange font? That's kind of crazy. Alright, well, she's got an open field in front of her. She'll catch up. She's got this. It's not a problem. Not even the Emperor will beat us. Not even Vodka will beat us. Or not. Or will she? Oh my god, that's like way too close. Holy shit. Okay, that was like less than 1 length. You could do it if you had any ability to eat real food. I was eating some beef, some rice, some egg. I was eating food. You could call that real food, right? Hell yeah. Oh, we got the -20 energy. Whatever, it's only 5 energy worse than the other. Double rainbow is probably good enough. Yeah, we got thing after this, right? Yeah, we get New Year's. Alright, do the double rainbow. Ice is not food, not good beef. No, it wasn't good beef. It was the cheap stuff. We got corner recovery already. No swinging maestro though. We're gonna get all the late surger skills. I guess we're just gonna get all the late surger skills. Corner is better than straight. Yeah. Yeah. The straight's also good. 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 GG. Uh-oh. Do we have the stamina for Adi Makinen? Oh, let's find out. Nakayama race course. Sometimes I worry about, I don't know, things losing that, I don't know, the appeal you have when you're discovering something new for the first time. And I feel like, I don't know, your enjoyment of a thing can sort of transform into not necessarily like a worse form, but like a different form. One that doesn't have the, you know, the, what do you call it? The hype of discovering something for the first time. Is she blocked? I swear to God. Taiwan. Give me like one more unit of space. She can get second maybe? Okay. Once again getting blocked. This is why I hate late searcher. But what you gonna do? Oh, kiddo's watching with me. I think she has so many questions. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, now I have to be conscious of my manners of speech. Hello, I am Neopolino, very, very family-friendly streamer. I would never say bad words. Never. You would never catch me saying bad things, right? It's gonna get beef, get stuff that's graded AAA. You think I'm made of money, man? Oh boy, single carrot. That's fine. That's fine. Super not family friendly. He hasn't banned me yet. So true. So true, bestie. That's real. Sure, we can do you since that goes there too and you get some free stats out of it. Corner acceleration. Cool. And it's inferior beef! Alright, I'll take my cheap inferior beef. For the sake of my wallet. AAA Alberta beef. Objectively best beef in the world. Is it? Is it really? Alright. I don't know how long it takes for them to like ship it over here. I'll keep that in mind though. Okay. You know, you win some, you lose some. You get some, you rest some. You get a triple rainbow, you rest some. Alright, triple rainbow again, you hit that. Hit that button. Alright, feeling better about our stats now. Should be better for senior year races. The only relevant optional one for Golshi is gonna be the Japan Cup. Oh, yet another unique skill. Straighter acceleration is usually not that relevant, is it? Slightly increased velocity when lead by a fair margin on the final straight. We're doing late starter end closer, so that's basically not relevant. Corner acceleration is probably pretty good. Straighter recovery is like maybe good enough. Yeah, I think we can take it. Alright. Actually, yes, edges out Japanese Kobe and Wagyu by just a bit, but is still regarded as best beef globally. Shouldn't be that expensive to get. Main export of Alberta beef is USA. Closely followed by England. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. But I'm not going to buy this win harder skill. Straighter recovery. Probably just that, right? Because I'm more concerned about longs and our stamina. And then we got like late searcher straightaways, I guess. Sure. Sure, we'll take that. Now I hear that... What was it? The upgrade version of skill is like even worse because it's more likely to proc at a time where you're not going to make full use of the amount of stamina you get. But also you just get more stamina from those skills, so if it does proc at a good time, then it's pretty good. But anyway, straighter recovery can proc like right at the start, and then you hit the max stamina, and then it's wasted. Or it can proc super late on the last straight, and then it's also wasted because you can't like accelerate to like make up for like in time to make up for the gain stamina, to take advantage of the gain stamina. Look for it when it's on sale. Get the stuff in the bottom of the freezer. Bottom of the freezer. All right. All right. Noted. Oh yeah, why am I watching the Oh hey, we can actually enjoy a proper horse race instead of me fast forwarding through it. Alright. Replay the tapes. Alright, catching up on NPC Horse Special Week. Major McQueen, NPC Horse. Super Creek, NPC Horse. Mayano Top Gun. Oh, Manhattan Cafe's here. I can't speak. I can't speak. Manhattan Cafe's here. Manhattan Cafe. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Do all the things. Do all the things. Content. Consume content. Consume more content. Be free. Free yourself from the burdens of YouTubers telling you what to do. A man chooses, a slave obeys, to quote Bioshock. Also, thank you for for plugging the interactions, for doing the interaction reminder, for reminding me to do the interaction reminder, for giving me the interaction reminder. I'll make sure to remind you next time so that you can get an interaction reminder. It'll be it'll be optimal for the stream experience. Oh, we're using the Queen's own skill against her. Golshi versus her grandfather. Oh shit. Is Golshi good catch up? Oh shit. Oh shit, it's McQueen. Golshi, you gotta accelerate. Oh no, she's falling behind. Oh my god. She's dying. She's dying. How did Asian Flash take her too? Oh my god. Oh my god, 3 lengths. The card we're getting our late surgery skills from. Man. Okay, now we have to actually lock in and get first. But... Get well soon gives you 10 energy, I think? Bounce back over before gives you some other stuff. Stats or something. Do I press this button? Alright, I pressed the button. We're trying to work on... I get a feeling we're gonna hit the speed cap. Might as well do power. Alright, hit the rest button. Do a thing. Summer camp soon. Double rainbow. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of friends on power. Probably just hit wit? Yeah, hit wit. Don't want to risk the freaking night owl. Should be really funny. Your mood went down again! What is this? What are you doing, Golshi? You gotta lock in. You have to actually get first now, Golshi. If you don't get first, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that's it for you. Oh god. Halfway through the year, only 800 speed, 500 stam. Yeah. I'm thinking the wit card is not actually as powerful as... Maybe. That's maybe another speed card or something. Or another stam card. Probably do 4 speed 2 stam. But I know wit's cards can be pretty good. It's just I don't think we got the friendship up. And also Nice Nature doesn't have specialty priority, so it's more that she's used for other stats. For giving other stats. Okay, this time we didn't get blocks in. Thank you, Golshi. Good job. Good job. Thanks for the drop kick. Okay. Alright, we got summer camp. Okay, we can get some stamina. Yeah, sure. It's probably the best we're gonna get in this deck without a second stam card. Double rainbow. 15% failure. I've been risking a lot. Unlike the 10 to 20% failures. But I get the feeling we might get something better next turn. And our mood isn't great already, so might as well, right? I want to say power here. I think. I don't know if that's correct. 26, 25. Okay, we did not get better than double rainbow speed, but oh well. Now I'm not sure if we're actually gonna cap speed. Ugh. Today's food isn't gonna make Neo drool on his keyboard like usual, mostly just emergency food. Dried soup, since I always bring at least 2 of those with me. Those can be good. I guess I'm thinking ramen though. Okay, sleepyhead, 30 plus 30. Triple rainbow, plus 62, okay. That's what we're looking for. That's the stuff we want. And now 22 is kind of high. We want more wit here, yeah. Wit level 5! The event where they pull a truck! Yay, Professor of Curvature. Okay, 92 points. That does mean we also, yeah, can buy Corner Adept. It's a lot of skill points, but, you know, it's good skills. We also have Late Surger straightaways to buy. Well, the level 2 version. Eh. Alright, do your thing. I'm on the grind. I'm on the Golshi grind set. It's the Tenno show autumn. Alright, trigger thing. I don't even know if that does anything that early. Alright. Get a recovery skill. Fire warning shot. Unlike Taiki, she doesn't shoot directly at the, the other Umas, it's just a warning shot. And she's chilling. She's chilling. Look at that speed. Look at that speed. She's unstoppable. Alright, good job. All dried while in the jar. Black. Navy beans high. Hi, Pokoloka. Hi. Red lentils. Chopped mushrooms. Hydrate! Okay. Thank you for watching. To refill your channel points, you can redeem more hydrate redeems. All dried in the jar, black and navy beans, red lentils, chopped mushrooms, some barley, wheat berry, the part grounded flour, chopped carrots, peas, bison chunks, bit of salt and allspice. Canned soups, those are sometimes not that bad. Sometimes they can be pretty good. I haven't had bison in a while. I think I've had like dried bison, but it's not like I eat it every day or anything. Man. I was kind of noticing, what was it? Yeah, you do. We'll do win. We're not gonna hit the speed cap here. Oh, now we get the energy. All right, we'll do Japan Cup because I'm fan farming here. You're gonna be the biggest influencer, Golshi. Well, this is not my best run for fans with all the 5th places and 3rd places. Because I've gotten like 444k at the end of a career once. That was during my Golshi grinds, or the fan counts. Oh yeah, speaking of my mic, well, I haven't even brought my mic up in like 30 minutes or so, but alright, not blocked. I was listening to it for a bit to test. I think there's more noise in it now. I'm not entirely sure where it's coming from, but I'm like somewhat aware of it, so I should probably adjust my my mic setup again, because I haven't done that in a while. The whole environment and everything can affect that. Cooked in the aluminum jar with water from the river. The bouillon is just the residue from boiling bones I use to make broth. Still put in a furnace, and one of these will keep you going for a day. Nice. Nice. You make them yourself? That's cool. Living off the land. Alright. You're in big trouble again! That's like the third time this freaking run! That's like the third time this run you've had that event! What are you doing, Golshi? You need to log in! Oh yeah, speaking of, I got the hot springs off stream. I got the hot springs event on my my Golshi runs. Home stretch haste, that's a good skill actually. Yeah, we'll grab that. Oh, we probably need stamina for a long here. Oh well. Gotta have some powdered cheese, add that to it. Yo, powdered cheese. Sometimes I dream about cheese. When have I gotten preserved lake food? Fake food. Fake food when I have a real food? I'm sure you can. That's great. I'm glad for you. Alright, happy Artemakinen. On... This race is on Christmas Day, isn't it? Dude, I've been watching the videos of, what's it? The Japanese ground and the Japanese Navy bands playing Musume songs at the race courses on the days of big G1 races. There's apparently no other, like, cross-promotional thing with Musume, but they just happen to play the Musume songs. It's great to see. The second one instead of wheat beer seems to have smash up noodles in it. Not bad. Not bad. Understandable if you can't remember what you put into the cans that you made yourself. The duty of dignity calls! Golshi's grandpa's skill. I hear the reason homestretch haste is very good, very consistent, is because it's proccing after you've already accelerated to your max speed, so you'll actually be able to accelerate to the increased max speed after it procs. 6 lengths! Autumn Senior Triple Crown. The one I keep getting, but not the classic Triple Crown. Hi, Neil Cream. Hi, Danica. I'm sorry for my lack of streams. I've been locked in. Kind of locked in, I guess in sort of a learning state of, like, trying to focus on game design and really focus on, like, first principles. How to make game with interesting mechanics that is fun, right? So that's kind of what I've been up to. I guess we rest and then do 2 trainings after. Meh. It's kind of a meh run. But we should be good for the finals. They didn't notice, too busy lurking. Well, that's good too. That means I don't have to worry about being away from streaming for more than a week. Yay! Yay. So that means I can stop streaming for like a month and you'd only start getting a little worried at a month, right? Right? Oh, I shouldn't joke about that. That's bad. That's bad. No, I'm gonna be a good streamer. I'm gonna stream for the people on a consistent schedule and provide entertainment as needed. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like this is probably just my, what's the word? General Menhera brain. But I don't know, I get the feeling that entertainment's kind of replaceable. Sometimes I worry that I'm not really providing anything that useful or revolutionary or anything in my streams. And it makes me want to, I guess, stream less and spend more time learning and getting really good at something so that I have something to show off, to provide. I guess it's because I can't really think of my own streams in like the the parasocial just hanging out with someone kind of way, because I guess I don't see myself in that way. Which, I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's how I feel sometimes. After more than 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks is the threshold. We've set the threshold at 2 weeks. You guys meet a Nagi weekly. Yeah, I've got you. At least I got you. Oh god. Don't worry about how well you're doing. I spend weeks upon weeks of effort into a single video just to get 5 views. That's so relatable. That's like... It's kind of what it's like making... I don't know. I guess for the average person to make content. That... I don't know. I guess... the feeling that you're not really doing anything that revolutionary, that there's like no like objective like market force reason why people would want to watch this thing over that thing. Thank you for the gift membership. Holy shit, balls deep 6969 Cliffy profile pic got the membership. Welcome to the, what do I even name it? Dog walker or something. Welcome to the Dog Walkers Club. That doesn't mean you can walk me, but it's called that as like a commemorative, as like a naming thing. Anyway, welcome, welcome. And thank you, thank you. But like, on like a similar note. Hello, Gurijo. Hydrate, I'm hydrating. Gurujo. He was a horse-loving dog. I love horses. I love horse game. Good evening. Good evening. We're playing horse game. We're musing about what it's like to create something for others to consume and throwing it into the void. And I guess expecting to hear nothing back. Because that's kind of what it feels like. Maybe not. I shouldn't say that about my own streams, but I guess in general about when you're trying to like make something more effort than just hanging out on stream and saying whatever and chilling and playing video games. Like when you put effort into a thing and it gets like no response, and then you do something on a whim as a funny haha and you get big response. Which is kind of just, I guess, the way the internet works now. It's not like you can really predict stuff like that. I think there's like vibes-based guessing you can do to have like a decent idea of what is and isn't gonna slap. In terms of that, I guess. We just hit guts here. 9 and 8. Yeah, these trainings all kind of suck. Man, what can we even take? Corner adept probably, and then we're not gonna have enough points to put into anything else. It's not like we're even building for PvP. I guess we just take corner adept. Oh right, the big thing on my mind when I'm saying things like this about like, I don't know, shouting into the void and getting no response is like the people who spend years of their lives making their dream game, their dream indie game or whatever, making like an indie game that they put a ton of effort in but just doesn't end up being that big. Maybe for maybe because it's just not that amazing of a game. Which I guess as someone trying to make a video game I think about. And I guess, what do I have to say about it? There's like these things that people, I don't know how to describe it, but oh well, goal ship's getting blocked. Well, whatever. I still have my free reset. There are these things that are sort of hard to put into words. Like, it's easy to talk about the technical side of game development, but it's harder to talk about like the design side of things, about like what is and isn't a good game, like a good game idea that'll be popular and things like that, because it's a lot more subjective, it's a lot more fuzzy, and it feels like those end up being the skills that are way more important. There's like this, I don't know, I've heard it mentioned elsewhere, I've heard people talk about this idea, but there's people who get into game development starting as artists. Like they're primarily an artist from their past experience, but they get into game development. They learn the tools just well enough to make their game technically, and they end up making a way better game than the people who like are maybe coming from a technical background and know how to make a video game from like a technical standpoint, but have like no experience with like the design side of things. And so I think about that a lot, because I come from the technical background. I've sort of put artistic stuff and design things on the back burner for basically my entire life. So really that's the side that I feel like I have to be practicing, have to be building up, have to be learning for the first time. And it's also that part that seems to me like it's 10 times more important than, like, as long as your game, you have the ability to make it functional, that's all that really matters on the technical side. And on the design side, it matters like 10 times more, because that's actually what matters in getting a player to have fun with it, right? Anyway, that's sort of tangential to like making videos and making content, but it's still a form of like making something for other people and expecting them to, well, hoping that they enjoy it or whatever. Is she getting blocked, or does her stats just suck? Or do her stats just suck? Okay, I think she should be accelerating now if she wasn't blocked, but I think she's blocked. Okay, she's not blocked now, but she was blocked earlier, and I don't think she has enough time to catch up. Yeah, she's not powerful enough. Although we got home stretch haste. It's not enough. No, she definitely had the stats to win this, but it's the RNG. It's the curse of going late searcher. Toby Fox, yeah. Person who's primarily an artist who makes a game not from a technical background, but makes a game that resonates hugely with the world and is a banger. Right. It's a dream game, it's not made for the audience, it's made for the dev. Yeah, that term. I've heard enough discussion about that term. And heard it used in so many places. Man. But no, I'm like trying to be more cautious, like conscious of, like there's this clear, what's the word, bar of quality I can see on a game that does well commercially compared to a game that doesn't do well commercially. Compared to like all the hundreds of indie games or whatever that get released every day, that never get discovered. There's probably like, there's maybe a couple of really good ones in there that don't get discovered. But it seems like the vast majority, the market sort of decides where they belong in terms of something corresponding to the actual quality of the game. And I don't know, it seems like it's pretty important to pay attention to something like that if you're trying to make a game that is commercially successful. People expect new. There's so many people in the world creating. It gets harder and harder to make new things because 9 times out of 10 someone's already done it. Nothing is new. What's truly unique will only appeal to its creator. Well, I hear people talking about like there's a balance you want to reach with that, right? If your game is too out there, if your game idea is too out there that no one understands what it is, then it's not going to resonate with people. If your game is too similar to something that already exists, then everyone will just want to play the game that already exists. Right? Alright, 368,000. Most useful thing for a dev to have in their back pocket, relatively popular streamer. That helps too. That helps too. having like millions of dedicated fans around the world who are very much into Uma Musume. Who will tell you about all the tiny little details about how this random tidbit was based on a factoid about the horse's actual life. Uma pioi! Uma pioi! Sunachi! Uma boy! Yes! It's right! Hi! Sawa! Dan 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 dan. Hi! Ja! Don't get to! Don't just die! Oh, there you go! Libando! Hi! Hi! 今日の勝利の女神は私だけにチューする虹だからだへ行こう馬が月と距離走り出しバキュンバキュンかけてゆくよどんなレースは初めてMan, Golshi has a nice singing voice. Sonichi go fight uppy uppy honey Sonichi. Imagine how pissed the other horses who didn't place in the top 3. Dude, I heard there's a future scenario that talks about that a bit. That goes into that. The whole idea of like the live concerts. The winning live. Might be inappropriate. Are you a femboy? Like, is it your online, only your online personality or also real life? How do people react to it? Or has it evolved slowly? I feel like I've been trying to distance myself more from the term in my online persona because I don't think it really describes me IRL. I won't deny that like the character design is meant to be more of like a femboy, but I don't try to I guess I don't try to fit into that style as much intentionally, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm a guy. I'm a guy. I'm not gonna pretend that my design is not meant to be a femboy, but also I'm not trying super hard to be that. There's my very wishy-washy answer. Yeah, we'll just take the thing. Professor Curvature. Hey guy, I'm Guy. Guy. Label, Guy. I'm just some guy. I always assume it's part of the online persona. That's because I refuse to know the VTuber's personal life. As you should. As is good. 2 spark stamina. Almost. Alright, like 2 more runs, I guess. Although after this next run... Hold on. Oh, we still need to do 10 career playthroughs if we want to do these. But the 10,000 things is probably good. 564,000. So like 2 more? No, 3 more. 2 or 3 more Golshi runs. I guess I'll just do my the NHK Mile missions tomorrow. Or I do them now. Whatever, we're doing another Golshi run. Solid answer. Thanks. Thanks. I hope that's helpful, useful, something. Anyway, yeah, if we take the stam sparks, that means we kind of don't have to focus as hard on stam, right? So we can do 5 speed again. Grab one of these. 5 speed, 1 stam. This seems to be best for career, but probably not for making a PvP horse. Eh. Does Musume have real gameplay besides watching the gameplay? This is the gameplay. Clicking through menus and you can think of it as an auto battler. I'd use that word to describe it, but on sort of a very general, loose definition of auto battler. But yeah, I think of it as a roguelike auto battler. Because it's basically what it is, right? It's a game about getting stats randomly. It's a game about improving your build being the stats and the skills. And then watching the fights happen, except the fights are races. They're races. Auto battler. Sounds good enough. Yeah, it's totally an auto battler. You like auto battlers? Then you should definitely play Musume Pretty Derby. It will definitely trigger all the same neurons as an auto battler. It probably won't. Sure, we take this. Imagine failing on a 4%. The fights are racist. We love our professional racist horses. Oh no, I need to be careful. The AI bots are listening. The AI bots are vibe checking our entire conversation and also determining your guys' age in the US apparently. Thankfully, I seem to have passed the AI vibe check apparently because I haven't gotten any sort of restrictions on my accounts. And I'm pretty sure that my viewing habits do not resemble those of someone who is underage. I think. But God, it's kind of messed up. The whole state of the internet and the whole surveillance, everything that seems to be going on, and all the laws being passed in the name of for the children when you know that's not their primary concern there. Well, at least now we got our mood up. That's why you'd never hit the recreation button. Nice. We can actually raise our speed. Kids. That's not what I said. Oh, it's straight away adapt. That's what you get for that? The velocity on a straight. Okay, if I don't need the energy, then I guess that's better, right? Alright. Do you know what describes the children? No! No! That's not what I meant! What do you got? There's also a less favored skill, right? Home stretch haste we have. Okay, then we'll take that, I guess. Alright, do your thing. Blame parents not raising the kids. I blame them too, but I also blame the whole of society because it's kind of where we are. I blame myself for being addicted to this freaking stuff. I set a mode. Okay, so I had this mode on my phone that's meant to like restrict YouTube during hours that I should be working on something important, right? But I'd always just sort of turn the mode off immediately. But then I realized, okay, if I set the screen to grayscale, I'm in the focus mode. Then I am much less likely to immediately turn it off and to actually remember what I'm trying to do with it. And use my phone to like read a book or something instead. So that's kind of what I've done. And it's actually been working. It's one of the reasons why I haven't been streaming as much is because I am spending so much time focused thinking about stuff, about game design related stuff, and trying to learn that I've been feeling a bit mentally tired after, which I guess sort of happens when you're like learning something new for the first time. I'm hoping that it's going to be more of a temporary thing, and that as I get more familiar with what I'm trying to do, that I won't have to feel so tired, and I'll be able to maybe even talk about stuff like this on stream. But I think when you're learning something for the first time, that it uses a lot of mental energy, and that's sort of to be expected, and it's gonna be harder to learn something deeply if you're doing it for stream and you're distracted, which is, yeah, again, one of the reasons I'm maybe streaming less. LPS blocking me again. Screw that. At the point they chose to have second job protection on them. Got here on the second time. I think there's a lot of problems with, I guess, the way kids interact with the internet nowadays and the way that parents give kids internet access nowadays. I think at the time I grew up on the internet, like, there's sort of an understanding that there's like a couple of places for kids to be, but in general the internet's an adult space, and if you're a kid you should shut the hell up. So that's the internet I grew up on, and that's why I basically became a lurker for the longest time, I guess. Or I guess is true. But I feel like that's probably better to treat it that way. Parental locks exist. They refuse that. They hate it. They hate us. Go rest. There's nothing important on junior year. When I grew up, well, the closest thing to the internet was YouTube on the Nintendo DS. That's pretty that's pretty nice. That's very nice too. Tools to keep the kids out of trouble online exist. They're refusing to use them. Yo, practice perfect? I didn't even know that was a... I guess I forgot about that event. Single rainbow from Kita-san. Single friendships on all of these. I guess we take the single rainbow. Plus 20. I remember my parents tried to put like a parental lock on me and my brother growing up. And in the end, we I like brute forced the password on the router to change the settings. I forgot if it was for that specifically or for something else. And then my mom reset the password to something else. Stamina to spare? Oh, I should have looked that up. Seen that one before. Pace chaser. Yeah, I don't need that. Oh well. Kita-san hint. It's better for friendships. This could have corner recovery. But yeah, I did the hacker man thing. I hacked into the router and adjusted the parental controls. That is what happened. True story. True and factual. And then my mom reset the password and set it to something that was way too long to brute force, and then she forgot the password and we had to reset the whole thing. But it was alright. I have to control myself and not grab Neo's butt. Where's their self-control to keep their crotch gremlins off social media? They chose to spawn, now they have to care for it. I mean, part of it's the network effect, right? Because of, you know... It's like how Facebook became dominant early on. It was like everyone else is using it, so then if you're not using it, then you're being left out. Ooh, you're the odd one out. Ooh, you're not in the in crowd, the cool crowd. You're not with the cool kids. Right? So you're kind of cutting them off socially. For better or for worse. Not that there isn't, like... that there's not a reason to do that. But I guess one thing to consider in the thing, that's FOMO an excuse? I get the feeling it's a net positive for them to be off of it, even if like that means they can't connect with friends and stuff. on there. I guess by the time they're like, I want to say 13, but I also feel like 13 is still kind of too young to be interacting with adults on the internet. So it's kind of unfortunate that like the internet's become like this town square place where everyone from every group of every age is sort of locked into the same place, and the loudest voices prevail even when they're saying the stupidest shit. Ugh. It's painful to see what the internet's become. They can connect locally. You mean like touch grass? Are there all the other statistics of like Gen Z is the loneliest generation? And well, I'm sure Gen Alpha is having it rough too. That like people are just not going outside and talking to each other. Ow. Thanks, Golshi. Alright, this is the run where we actually get stuff done. Probably. Maybe. Okay. Alright, let's figure that out together. Plus 20 energy. It's always the second option. That's good friendships. Wait, we're already in Classic here, and we don't have everyone to Orange. I guess I'm kind of spoiled because sometimes... What is it? I use Sweep Tosho a lot, so I get the Charming from the one Sweep Tosho event. That felt like weird to phrase it that way. I'll grab this. But yeah, it would be better if we were all going outside and talking to... Slacker, are you fucking kidding? No, you're going to the infirmary. Somehow resting for 2 weeks makes him not want to be a slacker. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Gen Z is lonely. I should know. Me and my siblings are Gen Z. My brother who is married is still lonely. My sister who's also married still is isolated. Yeah, it's rough out here. It's rough, man. It's rough that I'm getting a triple rainbow on normal mood and not getting so much more mood that I could get. Heck yeah. God damn it. Pain. Whatever. Just go to the infirmary again. Are you kidding me? It's so over. I heard that that event's chance is like 5%. I think that's a lie because I've gotten it way more. I've gotten slow metabolism way more than 5% of the time. I swear. I swear to God. At what point do you, instead of whining online, choose to look for local hobby sites? Well, obviously I would choose to go to a local hobby site and look for local meetups. But all the other Gen Zers are too scared to do that. But yeah, we probably should be doing stuff like that. We as a generation, I guess. The royal we. General we. Because that's generally what you are left with. Like, what you have left to do in the modern age. If you're, like, want to meet people. Have social hobbies. Even if it's, like, D&D and Magic the Gathering. I have a friend who tells me that apparently a lot of people in finance are into Magic the Gathering. And play that game a lot. I've only played it a handful of times. But my friends are like trying to get me into it. Am I scared? You're all there for the same reason? That's the point of a hobby site. Why are you at the RC track to race that RC cars? Why are you at the Uma Musume subreddit to talk about Uma Musume? Why are you at the anime meetup? Various anime conventions? Everyone but me and my family is either married or at least dating someone. I live completely alone, but again, I'm the only one in my family who focus on their career over making relationships. Yeah. I mean, it's your life, right? But I respect her a lot. You still have slow metabolism. I swear to God. 2 turns to Derby, no rainbow. Yeah, whatever. Infirmary. It didn't recover again. Mood went down again. It's so over. It's so over. It finally. God, what are you doing, Golshi? We wasted 3 fucking turns. We wasted like 20 energy up from that event. We're like behind so many turns of training. Whatever. Do your thing. Your excuse is crippling social anxiety. You're like me, a genuine hatred for all people in large groups. You don't have an excuse and you have matters that need to be addressed. Yeah, thanks. I mean, you're probably right. But also, you could phrase that a bit nicer, I think. Okay, warning shot. Alright, do your enclosure thing. Your stamina's pretty low, so it's gonna be a little rough. Alright, just catching up, she's catching up, she's catching up. She's running. She's running. She's home stretch hasting. Third. Alright. Yeah, good enough. It's an optional race. Guts. You know what, Tazna? How about... Energy down by 30? What are you talking about? I didn't know it could go down that much. Yeah, these friendships are way too low. Oh my god. Thank you for the 6-month membership, Lex. At 60 years old, you stop being polite and start being honest. You don't have time to waste rephrasing to be nice. That's fine. That's understandable. What the hell are these stats, man? What is this run? You wasted so many turns on slow metabolism. Not only that, but slacker. It's so over. It's an ancient secret knowledge you haven't learned yet. I'm a lot older than 60, so be glad I haven't broken out the racisms on the horse racing game. Bro. Yeah, I guess you hit the single rainbow speed. But these are some pretty disappointing trainings. Do I take the Kidasan hint? That ruins our stats even further. I think we reroll by doing it. Whatever, I don't even need to finish this run to complete Golshi mode. Single rainbow? Is that really the best you can do? Still go speed. God, we're losing so much on the lack of mood bonus. Ugh, it's pain. Good. Good enough. Now we missed the double rainbow. King Halo hand. I don't need that. Well, there's a 70. Double rainbow. Hit it. This is what I mean about like the honeymoon period being over and just the pain of bad RNG on your runs. God, I think a lot about how Dr. K once said something about AI girlfriends, about how someone's gonna develop an AI girlfriend that says no sometimes, that what's the word? Not puts up a fight, but like resists you a bit sometimes. That isn't just a yes man that says yes to anything. And that AI is going to be more popular than... I guess we go Light Surger and get boxed in yet again. And that AI is going to be more popular because people want the randomness. This run is so scuffed. OBS blocking it, so we'll post in Neo's Discord. Oh no, what schemes is he planning? Anyway, all this rambling is to say, humans like random variable reward. So, understandable. Understandable that I'm gonna keep wanting to play the horse game as I get screwed over by RNG in the worst ways possible. It's not like you even care about the runs that fail. You're just trying to high roll, you know, the good PvP horses. Read inside before allowed? Okay. Okay, thanks. Bro, what are you doing, Golshi? Do I even use an alarm clock? This run's so scuffed from the beginning that I think we just... whatever. We finish our thing, our monies, the Golshi mode. So actually, we're gonna have even easier careers from here. Alrighty. Yeah, being rude is fine sometimes, I guess. If you want to be rude. If you have no reason to not be rude. I mean, people are gonna think it's rude, and if you're like interacting with someone, they're probably gonna get pissed at you for being that way. But, you know, it's your life. You can do what you want. Okay, there we go. You have reached the bonus rewards limit. You will no longer earn bonus monies. Yay. Yay, we collected all 12 million, or 1.2 million of our monies. Okay, hydrate. I'm hydrating. Guess we'll do one more Golshi week run on normal mode so that it's easier to actually hit the get the fans. All right, no longer have to do Golshi mode. We're free. We're free. I'll do the do you and then do 5 speed. Get us on. 5 speed, 1 stam. It's better for career, right? But then it's worse for PvP. Whatever. I've heard that wisdom from everyone in my family. It's even bled onto me. My entire life has been that. Fed around logic and doing what's the correct answer. I mean, yeah, it's under my creativity. Let them hate me on like, I got shit to do in their BSing list. Yeah. I don't know, I feel that way too sometimes. Again, like there's this one TV tropes article I just read, which is a really funny way to think about things. But it's relevant because I was looking at Musume stuff. Oh, you have corner recovery? I keep forgetting that King Halo has corner recovery. Gav closer, that's the sprint one, right? Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? There's a TV tropes article called Technician versus Performer, and it's about the sort of dichotomy about the one character who tries to do everything perfectly, like technically perfectly in like a art performing kind of context, versus the character who does it based on vibes and is the more like artistic brained person. And I forget which two characters in Musume they're talking about, but I don't know, I feel like it's pretty relatable in various ways to various things in your life, in my life. Reason those Just Stop Oil people get out of the way of our cars being faking for their childish antics. I still don't know if those people are like a false flag or something. I don't know what they're trying to do. OBS once again keeps blocking me. Although I do think it's not in your best interest to get outraged over every single little thing on the internet. I was just watching a video made by someone that was talking about that idea of like how we've sort of manufactured this outrage culture of like you're supposed to get mad about every little thing and then you end up with zero energy to care about things that actually matter. Hence why I've been trying more and more to like consciously avoid, I guess, things that I know are gonna make me mad. And all the ooh drama slop, ooh drama, today's latest drama slop. Everything is bad and everything sucks and you should give up on everything. Everything sucks. So I'm trying to pay less attention to things like that. Because I think it is generally not helpful. I luckily live in a town full of farmers. The only thing I have to worry about on the road is tractors. Oh my god. Do you see horses? Like horses like in Musume? That's the worst thing I've said all stream. Oh my god. Rural areas? You mean where horses are? Like horses from Musume? What the fuck am I saying? Yes, I live next to a horse farm. Holy shit. Holy shit. Musume reference. I need to stop. But yeah, it's not like I haven't seen horses in real life. Except only like once or twice. Because I don't go outside to areas like that often. I don't care if they're committed to their goal. Let them prove it by being stuck in front of my car. When they're on the road, they don't want to be there either. And he was gonna try to... No! I can't even drive the speed limit without scaring them. Yeah, prey animal, right? That's... The horses do be like that. Not that I would know, because I've only been in the presence of a horse like 2 or 3 times in my life. Not counting the times I've seen them on the road. Alright, do your thing. Lock in, lock in. End closer. Do your end closer thing. Horse can wreck you. Yeah, they kick. They kick, right. Probably good to be aware of that. Okay, she's gonna do her last spurt. She's doing her last spurt. She's accelerating. She's decided to actually win. Alright, good job, Golshi. We're in normal mode, so this is even less impressive. Yay. Kick, bite, stomp, body charge. That sounds threatening. That sounds like that would mess you up. And that you wouldn't want to experience that. Alright, we're on the fan grind. On easy mode career. So honestly, does it even matter what I do? Alright, thank you, Etsuko. Thank you, thank you. Did you guys see the one Twitter video about the guy playing Musume on a smart fridge? One of my friends has a smart fridge. I was like putting on YouTube shorts of what was it? Oh god. I've already forgotten. My brain is rotted. My brain rotting away. Of a meme? Was it? Who was it? Who was it? Hololive member that did a meme song. Maitake, goody, 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 goody. Maitake, goody, 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 goody. That one. That song. That end song. I think. Oh god, don't tell me. Don't tell me. You know, just don't tell me. YouTube shorts of Neo and his ant orgies. Ant orgies. When did I last talk about watching ant videos on stream? I do still watch those occasionally, like ants and terrarium videos. Recently it's been like aquariums and stuff. The one guy, Tanks for Nothing, makes really good stuff. He has like really nice aquariums. We're so close to orange on all these bonds. There's a group of wild horses that wanders to the far south end of my property. I usually take pics of them and send them to wildlife vet in case anything's going on with them. Tanks for Nothing is actually good white noise while lurking. It's pretty good. I'll take the lone wolf because I don't think I'm really trying for a PvP build. And it's kind of good. Asian Flash, maybe. Probably just wit. Yo 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 yo. But yeah, he makes like really nice looking stuff. Boo down, bruh. Canada is one of the few places where you can legally capture wild horses to be domesticated. That's pretty good. That's nice. I mean, I have no idea about like the amount of effort that requires. But that's nice. Okay. Apparently Legacy of the Strong can actually proc sometimes. I guess we'll take Corner Adept into Wrestler Curvature because it's so cheap. Not that it really matters because we're doing normal career, so. No more Golshi mode. We have done the Golshi mode. Okay, good job, Golshi. 4 lengths over Tachyon. Nice. We have already changed history. We have beat Tachyon. I don't think Tachyon ever raced in the Hopeful Stakes. Did they? Did he? I don't actually know. So I think 10 energies around there, so we'd probably get like 15 out of the 20. Yeah, sure. 17. Good enough. Double rainbow. Yeah, you hit double rainbow. Do your thing. I can't speak in English or in Japanese. Alright, let's Harikite call. The memes of that one line. That one line. You know what? I want stamina. It's 30 stamina for 20 energy, which is like a rainbow stamina training, kind of. Yeah, just rest. Funny story, had a customer in work today come in claiming he remembers me from Vietnam. I'm 19. He looked maybe mid-30s to early 40s. Oh no. Oh no. Is his brain already going? OBS blocking me. Neither you saw Nam unless he was there as a civilian. He was just vacationing at the wrong time. He was just chilling. Or rather, yeah, he just happened to be in Vietnam and it was completely unrelated to the war. I'm greedy. 9% is low enough. Okay, good job. Some good friendships. 99% sure he was a crackhead. He was exaggerating the truth. He was embellishing. He was giving artistic liberty on his experience in Nam. Alright, Pace Chaser. Pace Chaser S! Okay. I mean, that messes up our unique skill, but like theoretically we could. Although we could just do it for career so we don't get boxed in. Probably. Even more so since we're on normal career. Okay, yeah, we're chilling. 4 lanes? 4 lanes. Good enough. He was trying to guilt Dolm into giving him money. The guilt trip, the guilt trip. Yeah, isn't this why? This is why Northern Lion said that he stopped playing when Musume careers on stream, is because, you know, once you get your support cards up, that like the actual training part is no longer a challenge. 30. Bruh. Triple rainbow though? Alright, sure. Why not? This will be our 1200 speed Golshi. Stamina. Yeah, sometimes you meet those people. You meet some interesting people in interesting places. Alright, go Derby. Still not done the Oaks on Golshi's career. I think we go N because of our stamina. Alright. Alright. Chat, should I be less nice? Should I be... Should I speak my mind more freely and off the cuff about... Instead of saying interesting people, say fucked up people or something? What am I saying? Yes. Yes. He's tired of the politically correct Neo. He wants to see the real unhinged Neo Paulino. With the limiters off. Oh my god, do we even have the stamina? Holy crap, that's a distance to cover. Yeah, no, I don't think you're making that up. You got blocked? Man, be mean. Okay. The fuck are you doing, Golshi? 25 energy down. And we're gonna fucking be suboptimal for summer. And we fucking 30 rest. Oh my god. And we got triple rainbow. Sure. Okay. This is gonna fuck us up for summer. And we missed the triple rainbow with Kita-san hit. Oh my god. 37 stamina is pretty good. We have to rest again the next turn. It's kind of goofy, but... Eh. You're the town square. People come to hear you speak up, dog. Speak up. I don't think I'm naturally... I guess inclined to speak in that way, I guess. You get wit. But Stam's probably... Yeah, I'll take Stam. Like... I am too used to speaking in a way that... What's the word? Attempts to not piss people off. Still good to keep the wildlife vet informed. Apparently because of that, I prevent a mange issue from spreading to the whole herd? Oh. I see. Good. The gas station I work at has a policy where only customers can use the bathroom, but one time this guy came speeding into the parking lot and sprinting inside begging for the bathroom, so I just gave him the keys and he blew up the bathroom. I was also the one who had to clean everything. Oh no. I'm sorry. You had to do that. Vodka's casual outfit. Well, why are there so many couples in public today? And they're kissing in public? Dude. Dude. Alright, use the side roads. Yep. I understand, Vodka. Nimble Navigator, do I even need that? Maneuverability. I guess it's like kind of relevant to our thing. Whatever, we don't need more stamina for career. And we're basically only care about career. That was a disappointing derby. Alright, more speed. Here you'd be told to use a bucket. Ah. I see. Very helpful. Neo was taught not to be mean to those who are mean to him. I feel like... I don't know. Because I don't feel like people are mean to me or have been mean to me very much in my life. So maybe I just never learned how to how to fight back verbally against people. Barring my childhood. Barring parents when I was young. Oh god. Let's not get into that right now though. I don't know, it's something I try to avoid because you don't have to be a dick about things. I think it's nicer to not be a bad person about things, to be mean about things. Even if it's, I don't know, stuff that maybe they deserve. We don't have the stamina to beat Rice here. Nah. Okay. Well, we still need stamina. Hurt. Oh no. Oh no, I'm trauma dumping. I'm trauma dumping. I learned when someone's mean to me to upper decker their toilet. If you don't know what upper deckering someone's toilet, you need to be a special kind of asshole to do that. Thanks. Sometimes there's things I feel like there's no need for me to know. Man, stamina would be good here, but triple rainbow on 16% failure. Hell yeah, we gamble. Now we wouldn't be able to rest here anyway. Or we wouldn't be able to train here. Do we gamble? Fuck it. Alright. Now we win the gamble. And now we Japan Cup. It's a medium, so yeah, we've got enough stam for this. I think. You do that with just glow sticks, it's kinda cool. Okay. Noted. Ichiyoshi no Musume. She's rushed. She's gonna run out of stamina. Although Japan Cup's only a medium, so we're fine. We're fine. Probably. Maybe. Maybe. Oh man. The more I see of Agnes Digital, the more I want to see her on Global. The more I want to know what goes on in that horse's brain. She's just like me for real, for real. The horse girl loving horse girl. Add something that is not water or soap to the water tank for the toilet. Ah, I see. That's a funny name. That makes a lot of sense. It's evil because the only way to clean it out is to cycle the flushing over and over again until it's all gone. You're wasting so much water by doing that. It's truly evil. I need win. I need some win. One day. Oh, hey, it's vodka. Again. Rain or shine, heaven or hell, I'll bring the thunder. That's not it. I'll be like, I'll bring the thunder. Yep, you're totally cool, vodka. You would never... I would never think that vodka is uncool. I don't feel like I'm being menacing enough. Strike an intimidating pose? I want to see the pose, so I'm gonna tell her to strike an intimidating pose. Yeah! Okay, it gives you power and skill points. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take one of those, I guess. So that's a final corner or later, okay. So could be in the final straight. It's probably good enough, right? Even if it's an inherited unique skill. Now there are bodily substances you can add to the tank too. Not all liquid. Uh-huh. 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 You don't need to tell me the rest. I think I got it from you. God. Just like the Chicago sun from that they mentioned in Better Call Saul. Now Neo's closing in. It's cluing in. It's cluing in. Yeah, you don't need to explicitly say all of it, you know. Sometimes just the implication's enough. Sometimes you want to practice the art of subtlety, you know. Sometimes you want to categorize all your chat messages and organize them by how good the joke was, including the subtlety value. Alright, what are we doing? Carrot farm! Carrot farming. Okay, go eat your yakisoba. Get 30 energy. Triple rainbow 63 speed? I mean, we gotta. Sorry, stamina stat. We're gonna be a little scuffed for, oh, hey. 30 energy, nice. And all stats up. We're gonna be a little scuffed on stamina, but whatever. This will be our medium golshi or something. I don't know. Still don't have good milers, though. Akawa's already green, so we're chilling. We're chilling. Now you know why I say you need to be a special kind of asshole to do it, to remove the things on the back, on the tank, and then tank lid. Position yourself over to do it. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. That was very important. I definitely needed to know. Oh shit, did we miss... we missed the derby, didn't we? I think that turn was the derby. Yeah, we missed... oh, no, wait, no. Osaka High... Tenosho... Oh no, what am I saying? This senior year. I'm losing track of time. I'm just gonna schedule the Japan Cup because, of course, we're Umusume guys. Of course, we do the Japan Cup in Golshi's career, even though it's optional. I'm just saving my energy. Sure. 5 more energy. Why not? 38 or 17 stam. It's double rainbow, but that's a Kita-san hint too. Nah, just take the speed. If Neo embraced his inner villain, he'd understand it sooner. Oh no, I have no idea what you're talking about. What could he be talking about? How would I ever know? He'd even have his own addition to add to it. Why would I want to add to that? What would I want to add to that? Explosives? The pipe bomb that Golshi hands me as I go to play a prank on the Tracing Academy staff. Ugh. Whatever, let's just build a 1200 speed Golshi for no reason. Corner recovery, we need that. When do we even get that hint? I don't even know. Just give me it. We need it. I guess we're still going end because it's probably better. Probably. Alright, go. Go on, do your thing, do your thing! This is just casual horse race watching. All the magic's dried off. It's come routine at this point. I've put like 40 hours into this game. I haven't actually checked my like combined hours between mobile and Steam, but if you did combine the mobile hours, I have maybe played this game more on mobile than I have on Steam. Oh god. Wait, let me actually check. 42 hours on Steam alone? What the fuck am I doing, man? I've been playing this game too much. And I feel like I played this game more on mobile. Oh god. Did we even proc corner recovery? Or, oh god, the stamina horses. The queen and rice shower, they're too powerful. Damn. Neo's been gambling again. Let's go gambling. Higher stat. Yeah, I know Tessa. You don't need to tell me. Alright. I'm sorry, Tazuna. I didn't mean anything by that. You're very, very helpful to us. Decent enough turn to grab some stamina, I guess. What is it? Early May? Oh, we're gonna need a rest for, someone say rest for... rest for the summer camp. 500 stamina? Surely that's enough, right? Stamina. Okay. And now we rest for summer camp. Okay, 53. We wasted 17 energy. Good enough. Studios after... Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, right. We got Lone Wolf. Can't even buy this. Sure, why not? Just gonna mess up my PvP team because I already have one Lone Wolf. Eh. Level 15 stamina. 15. Well, I did only take one stamina card, but you know, you could go do way more than that. I don't think Satano Diamond has specialty priority though, so it's kind of not frocking at all. I should probably be doing my no Top Gun instead, even if the bonuses of the card itself are worse. Okay, we got corner cover, right? All right, do your thing. Do you think? I've been really enjoying all the edits of actual horse races with the Musume music. Man, the music in the game just gets you hyped. To the point where in the movie, there's so many races without background music or like really minimal background music. And it's kind of fresh in its own way to see the races without all the hype and music around it. Just pure running. Pure running. As you run at the same... Oh, hey, 10 carrots. As you run at the same time to feel parasocially connected to the Musume. So next week, Neo streams him making his real doll into a maid bot. Oh god, what was the... Elon Musk made like a tweet or something about... This is what the future people want, and it's like... freaking... Tesla robot bringing you food at a diner or something. Now it's time for stamina, isn't it? We're gonna cap speed anyway, but that is a lot of power to be missing out on. We'll do stamina here. 2 friends is good enough. We kind of fucked up our everything for this turn. 52% failure. It's kind of not worth. We're gonna cap it anyway. Could wit. 11%. It's still kind of high, so I guess we just take our 40. Ah. All right. Pretty okay summer, I guess. Single rainbow. 17 stamina. It's because it's level 1 that it's like so little. We already have corner recovery. We could get straightaway recovery. That's like the only skill we care about from Kita-san. It's also gets our wit up because it's really low and saves our energy. So maybe just do wit. And this could also be stats. Hey, stats. Hey. Is left-handed good? Most of the courses are right-handed, right? So... But it's still a skill that helps. Double rainbow. Oh wait, isn't it? Wait, what turn is it? Tenosho, Queen Elizabeth Cup, Japan Cup. We already scheduled it. Yeah, just give me a double rainbow. Double rainbow all the way. Across the sky, 27 energy. That's kind of a lot. Take this wood. She's so smart. Practice perfect. It's too late. It's not gonna make much difference. Give me stats. Give me stats. Oh hey, you're left-handed. I guess we'll take left-handed. Not that this really matters, I think. Yeah. Could grab after school stroll, maybe. If we're gonna continue doing end closer stuff. Which I feel like is preferred over late surger. Surger. Did you have 666 power? Ah, the funny number. Alright. 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 Anyway, what was I saying? Elon Musk made a tweet showing like a robot bringing you food. And everyone's like, why the fuck would we want this? And in the back of my head, I was thinking, I feel like if this were an actual cute anime girl robot, that it would go over a lot better. I feel like the problem isn't like the concept inherently, but the aesthetics of it. The aesthetics of the robot. You could probably do this a lot better, aesthetically. All alone. Golshi first, the rest nowhere. It would, because the anime crowd would demand it. I'm not even sure I'd even care about it, but I guess it'd be kind of nice or okay, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, something. Anyway, I think we're going to end this like 350k fans. Less than it could be. Alright, serious battle. I forget. There's some IRL connection to Nakayama Festa. Weren't they like siblings? Or related in some way? It's decent stamina. Yeah, sure. Who even needs the Satano Diamond Rainbow on that? I am gonna just take a peek. Single rainbow? Okay, we don't care. Alright, giving my fans. What if you made it look like an Uma? Yeah, at that point, I think it would depend on the execution. Because, I don't know, if you're gonna make a robot, like there are cute anime girl robot designs that like incorporate the robotness into it decently, I think. So I feel like it'd be better to lean into that than to perfectly try to replicate anime girl as a robot. Right? But again, I've seen like good translations of anime style into real life 3D and not so good styles. So I think it would depend on the execution. Oh. Yo, Seribot just killed a bot. A spammer. Good job, Seribot. You're a good bot. While we're talking about the subject of robots. Seribot, you're good. You're on the good list. Alright, 10 lengths. Not enough to be considered a distance, but still good. Neo admitting he has a huge folder of Kigurumi. The more I see Kigurumi, the more I can sorta get it. I think it looks kinda cool. Like, especially comparing like modern photos I see of Kigurumi compared to what we saw, I don't know, a decade ago on the internet. The like really uncanny ones. Or like the Tsuki no Mito one, but that one's just kind of funny. They've been getting better, man. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's not like I'd say it's completely normal looking, but it's acceptable. It's like visually acceptable in some way, some form. Rushed again. Not my stamina. Yeah, she's chilling. She's chilling. Alright, Arima. Neo likes the fancy fights on the hub. No! Not those ones! I swear. I promise. Alright. Well, she's chilling. The Queen's surgeon or something. Homestretch hasting. Are you even at top speed? Did that even do anything? Whatever, she has enough speed. She's chilling. She's chilling. It's easy. Long gag, no! Not that. Not that one. Alright. Kick me while I'm down. Golshi curb stomping the trainer. There's one meme video. That was pretty good. There's been a lot of good meme videos though. I've been watching a lot of Musume memes. Oh yeah, have y'all seen Meisho Doto IRL? There's like one Twitter post going over like, yeah, the the colon 3 face that Meisho Doto has in the anime. That's real. That's real. And so is the cat. So is the cat she's friends with. Neo! Hi, Clinker upstairs. We're about to finish a totally normal Golshi run on totally normal mode, not Golshi mode, because we just collected all 1.2 million monies from that. Hello! Hello. Speaking of, we were just talking about robots. We were talking about Elon Musk's tweet about how everyone's desire for the future of robots is apparently a humanoid robot inefficiently walking up to you and serving you a fast food meal to your car. And I was talking about how, you know, I feel like the backlash against this is partially because of the aesthetic. I feel like if you had an actual cute anime girl robot doing that maybe people, it would go over a bit better with people. Alright, she's catching up. She's chilling. She's chilling. She's chilling. She's too powerful. She's gold shipping. Clanker, you instant Rachel Slurpee. I called out Neo would love it if it looked like an Uma. Again, it's about the execution, right? Even on the subject of like 3D anime models, right? This looks good. In my humble opinion, this looks good. And I've seen, you know, 3D anime models that don't look as good. And I have seen 3D anime models from popular gacha games that clearly do look really good. So again, execution. By which I mean execution of an aesthetic. Artistic execution. What the hell are we doing? I guess wit, and then next turn we get an okay-ish training, hopefully. Where are we in racing? Nakayama. Although I think it's different for each round of the Yurei finals. For some reason. Nibble Navigator. Early lead. I don't even know what I'm going for here. We have so many Frontrunner skills. Oh, it's because I took the Suzuka card. Late Surger, Encloser. Probably be After School Stroll, right? I guess. Because I think we're actually doing Encloser here and not Late Surger. Although now I've just committed to it. Eh. Whatever, we can pick up some green skills if we have leftovers. No legs, make it roll. Well, part of the reason you want a bipedal robot in the first place, or maybe like the quadruped robot dogs, is because of the navigation, because, you know, human places barring... wheelchair accessibility kind of helps, though. I think in, like, most places in the US, you'd be able to get around with a robot on wheels. But again, like the reason they want bipedal robots in the first place is so they can, you know, access the same places that a human could, right? Bipedal robot walker's always creepy. It rolls around, it's cute. That's understandable, yeah. Like, was it BB something from the new Star Wars? R2-D2. Same thing, diner service cart. Bot is better than that as it's not removing a job from a person. What's what I was talking about in the Discord? I don't want it to be able to get anywhere. I want it confided to their own place. That makes sense. At like robot waiter, perfectly cheers up cafe custom. Wait, I've seen those. Wait. I've been to places that have like the robot servers. One time I accidentally, or I didn't know what they, what they were for, so I put like an empty water cup on the robot, and then staff told me to not do that. But yeah, everyone's on guts. I mean, might as well. Okay, sure. It's stats. I don't even know what I'm getting. Whatever. We're chilling, right? Unless we're blocked. If you're blocked, you're blocked. The vid where the girl was who used her wheelchair asked two guys to help her down some steps, so they just lifted her and the chair down when there was a ramp next to them. I say those are better because the waiter or waitress still has a job. It helps them move a lot of food without the risk of dropping. Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. That's the hope, right? That the AIs would help us do less work instead of forcing us to do more work. For less pay. Alright. Not blocked. She's fine. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna zoom on the last spurt. Do your thing, Golshi. When you're ready. When we're in the last spurt. Okay. That line there is late race. We're now in the late race. Now she can do her thing. She's gonna wait until she has enough stamina to do it, though. And she's slowly making her move. Okay, now she's going for it. Now she's going for it. Yeah, baby. There's less excitement in my voice because it's not the Golshi mode, it's just the normal career. Still good though. Look at that distance though. Also, hello Pico. Ultra light Neo Poly Scream stream. Thanks for coming. I'm like about to end though, but thanks for coming. And apologies for lack of streams. We'll do one more Umapyoi. It's not an AI. Generally, whenever new tech is able to improve, is made to improve things, it often create 3 new jobs for the one it replaced. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if the trend holds. I think it's just macroeconomic conditions that are affecting it, though. The job market as of late. Umanachi! Umapyoi! Umapyoi! Suganachi! Umapyoi! That's what happens for the last 2 tech revolutions. I'm still not convinced that the recent AI hype train has been a real tech revolution. It seems like it's made certain aspects of some jobs a bit easier. It seems like we're almost reaching the point where it's maybe useful for doing grunt work in software with someone to look over it carefully. It hasn't. Uh-huh.
Woohoo! It's okay, Dio! Oh, fight! Oh, fight! Umadachi! Umapyoi! Umapyoi! Sakurachi! Umapoi! Uma! Woohoo! Sunday, each fight! Woohoo! Happy, darling, sunny, ichi go fight. Happy, honey, sunny, ichi go fight.
Such a banger, man. I feel like the crowd cheering really adds to the experience. It's not the proper Umapyoi experience if it doesn't have the crowd cheers as well. Development of tractor to replace the masses, a field, hands, create a maintenance job, refining job, manufacturing job, writing job, electrical job. It seems like it's such a job tool, but it's presented in such a stupid way. Why not push it as an aid as opposed to a replacement? Oh, we hit 1198 and not the max. Alright, well, it's a very okay-ish build. In terms of, what is it, as a coding assistant, that is kind of how they advertise it. I mean, in the name, GitHub Copilot, right? Stuff like that. So it's not like they're completely ignorant of that idea. Iron Wool is bad because it's early race and it's gonna overflow, and it also is hard to proc. Focus is good in team trials, I think. But it's not really relevant for a late surge or end closer build. Nimble Navigator could maybe do something. We're not doing front. Or we could do front in theory. I don't even know what else. Umastan is pretty inconsistent. These are all kind of meh. Alrighty. Well, there we go. There's my TP for the day. For the next, how many hours does it take to refill? Alright, 1 stamina. Yay. That was my second best Golshi run, apparently. In terms of stats. And... oh yeah, I guess just 564,000, right? So 400k. So 1 to 2 more Golshi runs. Ugh. For some reason, this this gacha, the soundtrack on the gacha page, the scout page, has been stuck in my head all day. I don't know why. I might need help. Every tech revolution when you look into them does that because someone needs to make the parts for the new device. Someone then assembles it, someone moves it to a location to be sold. As I said, look into every single tech revolution after the 1800s, you'll find more jobs are created by it just to make or maintain the revolutionary technology that ends up being commonplace. I guess my hesitation with AI is that people... it seems like there's people who think that AI is actually smart when it is good at regurgitating information that it has seen before and making some limited connections, but it's not like it's capable of actually coming up with new breakthroughs on its own at the moment. I mean, I would say I'd love to be proven wrong, but I can't help but feel a little cynical about how companies are gonna use the AI. Your hesitation comes from people misunderstanding it. Yeah, and people do misunderstand it. I know. I guess to take the more jaded perspective, it's that the work that it can replace is work that was not very important to begin with. But I don't know if that's completely fair to say it that way. It's not like it's useless. It definitely helps people write stuff, but what pisses me off is how people use it and how the internet is filled with terrible information and AI generated garbage and hallucinated trash that is not actually helpful. It's made me care more and more about finding actual books to read and actual like good sources on the internet. Of course, that was always sort of a relevant thing when looking up for information on the internet, but now more so than ever, the internet's filled with spam, and it's getting harder and harder to, I guess, filter through it. That can be useful. It seems to be able to pick up and analyze lots of data, but IDK? That part's good. That part's good. Hydrate. I'm hydrating. It's the evil and intimidating horse. Agnes Tachyon. Yeah, like in the medical field, right? They're using it to analyze and make connections, but I feel like people are attributing a lot of things to the umbrella term AI when the latest AI revolution, right, is about LLMs, is about generative AI. It's about this one specific aspect of things. But we've had machine learning models and, you know, data analysis tools like that for a while. I don't know the specifics on how LLMs relate to like classification models now, like the improvement of classification models. But I guess that's just me being uninformed. Like that stuff is useful. But again, I'm hesitant to say it's 100% accurate because I don't think it is. And it's troubling when I see people acting as if it is 100% accurate when it's very much not. As more and more people use it, they realize its limitations, so I say let the unwashed masses have their AI goon bots. It's like Mr. Burns giving the employees their tartar sauce for the fish sticks. Wasn't there oh god, I've been seeing more news articles about people, about like some guy, some old guy who, what's the word? Was talking to, I think Facebook had a new chatbot, and the chatbot told the guy that she was like living at an actual address in England, and or like gave a made-up address in England or something. And then the guy who was not in a proper state of mind believed the bot and went to England and then like tripped trying to catch a train and passed away. And it's stories like that that make me a little concerned. Not that people aren't already using chatbots for gooning and stuff. I guess what I mean to say is it's your responsibility to understand the limitations of these models and to know that these models will lie to you. Most work these days is just busy work, part of why people are so depressed. Don't say that too loud, Neo, you'll sound like old me. I think it's safe to say it'll be a net positive. It'll certainly be a little while and it won't be smooth. I hope so. I hope so, because I keep seeing shit that makes me want to lose faith in humanity. Yeah, sure, it makes up shit on the spot a lot of time. AI images are almost exclusively slop. Yeah, and what I guess what I want people to... I guess I want more people to be aware of that and to know the limitations and use it being aware of that, right? Because if you give it data, if you give it the good data and you ask it to like process that data and to analyze it, then you're gonna get better results. Because, you know, it's a language model. It works with language. And it was never taught. They're trying very hard to teach it not to lie. But at the end of the day, it's a statistical model that is going to just tell what is likely, not what is true. It will eventually balance out to a beneficial technology. However, first the clueless masses will misunderstand it, then fear it, then understand it, then finally becomes a mundane. You know, you don't want to know the number of people who were burned alive because they didn't understand an internal combustion engine. Oh no. Most people are aware at this point. What you hear about are either false or outliers to the norm. People who are as dumb as that old guy. Do you think anyone would be left? Yeah, I mean, it's reasonable. But as someone who interacts with someone, an old person who is not very comfortable with technology, namely my dad, it makes me a little concerned. Dude, I just saw this, I saw someone posted a tweet of a, like, PayPal scam where they send you, like, a developer invite using an arbitrary name, and they put in whatever name they want, and there's no limit to the length of the name, so, or it has a really long length of the name limit, so they put the whole phishing message saying $1,000 has been transferred to Bitcoin something something from your PayPal account. Please call scammer's number to resolve this. They put that as the title of like the developer group or something that they're inviting you to, and so you get an actual email from PayPal that has the phishing text in the like invite message in bold in the header. And my dad actually was in the process of falling for one of those, and I had to talk to him. I had to stop him. Ugh. When you look at the massive AI, you're looking at the masses the way a politician looks at you holding a box of razor blades. Man. Ugh. Yeah, it's not like you can, like... of course, that's why Tachyon ended up the way she did. It's, you can't put Pandora's box back in. You can't close Pandora's box. It's been opened, right? But yes, there are going to be people who don't understand this, and I'm not sure what we do about them. Easiest way to protect people from that is have them email the company trying to contact them from an official source. Well, yeah, but these people don't. When you are, from the scammer's perspective, right? You send out your phishing link to however tens, hundreds of people, and you just need, by law of large numbers, you're going to find, you're like very, very likely to find at least one person who's going to fall for it, who isn't going to think too hard and go, oh, money leaving my account. Oh no, I must call the number that is immediately in front of me in this suspicious header font. And talk to the guy with the Indian accent who's going to tell me to go to download this program, go to your bank account, and tell me the funny numbers. There are people that think the world is flat. You know, you can't protect every moron. No, you can't. You can't. But yeah, the world is going to get harder for those kinds of people, I think. If it's not hard enough already. But again, Pandora's box, what are you going to do? You can't really... I mean, so many models are open source, so you could even run them locally. Which is, I think is good for AI research in general, is for people to have more open access to these things and not mediated through a company that is very clearly for profit and not trying to be open about things. God. I feel like this feels like when I was in Vegas and I'm sitting in front of the slot machine and it's got the bill accepting port right there. You can put your bill in, put the money in, teehee. You could win, teehee. You could win an SSR Super Creek. You could get the skill hit for Swinging Maestro, the best stamina skill in the game. It's speaking to me. It's speaking to me. To be fair, if you call PayPal Arena, it's someone with an Indian accent from the official source. So true. You ever consider Pandora's box was opened long ago? All the evils stayed in there because they saw what humans were doing and said, fuck that. Dude, that's the Spy Kids quote. That's the, do you think God stays in heaven because he fears what he's created down on earth? That's what I think of when you mention that. Anyway, I guess this is just going to be yapping while I stare at Super Creek. Super Creek. Super Creek. Oh, and Tazna, I guess. I know the devil does. Man. No, you can't have the horse mouth. Who says I can't? Who says I can't? I'm gonna pull. Although honestly, I don't know what I'm saving for. Maybe Seiyun Sky. Because we're on the global server, we have the power of foresight, or hindsight maybe, of knowing all the banners in advance. It's going to be somewhat accelerated because of the schedule, but we know what all the banners are going to be. And TBH, I don't think I care all that much about what to pull for. So I would be saving for like a raid up gacha or something, but apparently they don't do that until like 3 or 4 years into JP. So I honestly have no idea what I'm saving my carrots for, other than the fact that you should be saving 30k for pity. Little known fact, the devil and God both saw what humans have become, and that's why they abandoned us. Hence why we could wipe ourselves out thousands of times over. Wonderful. Wonderful. I think this is what I mean about the one YouTube video I saw that was talking about how outrage culture is dumb and you should try to avoid it because everything is bad. Or rather, everyone, it's the algorithm is incentivized to keep your attention as long as possible. And what gets people's attention is negativity. And negativity emotionally engages people. And if you're emotionally engaged on today's outrage of the month or the week or whatever, then you won't have any energy left to care about anything that actually matters. Hence, you should try to stop caring about listening to the latest slop drama, whatever, the latest outrage of the day on Twitter about whatever Deltarune fans defacing Uma Musume art or Blue Archive art on W Place, which is, oh man, I was browsing that like a couple days ago and going to like every horse race course that I could find and looking at the Uma Musume art. It was nice. And apparently, I think I just saw this, some random person on the internet said this, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But the people defacing art for like Deltarune characters and memes, those may have been false flaggers from anonymous image boards. Not sure. Not that I would know. But again, more dumb, random drama to not care about. That you shouldn't, yeah, you probably shouldn't care about. It feels like another one of the whole generational warfare things of kids, popular thing. Because any fandom that gets big enough is going to have annoying people in it, right? I love pointless internet drama. I love internet drama. I love watching the latest slop news. What I think is important, though, is all the internet ID, internet verification, think of the children kind of policies that we're seeing from YouTube and various other companies and government agencies all at the same time. I think that's concerning. I think people should care about things like that, because theoretically there's things that people could do and raise awareness for stuff like that. I've been just laying on my floor zoned out this entire time, but the thought just popped into my head: by the time the sun swallows the earth, humanity would probably have killed itself. That's the what was it, the one of the answers to the Fermi paradox, that any sufficiently advanced alien race is just going to kill itself. Yeah, it could happen to us. I did think of the children, now think of their parents. Yeah. That's why we should focus on things that make us, rather than disappointed in humanity, that makes us feel hopeful for humanity. Like Musume, the amount of care and love and polish that's gone into like the stories and the characters of all this is really something. Hold on, where is it? Umadachi Densetsu. This one guy, the writer for Valhalla, a game that I have not played, but I like this guy's blog. He runs an Musume related blog, among other stuff that he does. This Umadachi Densetsu. If you are into Musume, I would recommend this blog. I found it from, was it one of the articles about the one of the JP trainees, which was I've already forgot her name. Aston Machan. Aston Machan, the one who has like the key visual arts VN type story, depressing story. This is a great Musume blog, going into like every little detail and just gushing over it. What else? There's the Steam. There's like a Steam guide that has like a link to a bunch of stuff, and one of them is this Google Doc with a billion Musume. Where is it? All guides, tools, websites. All right, other resources. Here it is. Not this. Race mechanics, say you, voice actor overlap, big trivia lore book. This Google Doc. Google Docy has so much horse racing lore in it. It's great. It's great. You guys should check this out too. Just look for this Steam guide. All guides, tools, websites, videos, other resources outside of Steam, and it's linked in the other resources. The trivia lore book. Is Lust of the Cybernetic Prostitutes? Here's a question to think on. If you were to pass in this very moment, what would you have added to this world? I'd feel like a ball of wasted potential. That's what I'd feel like. Maybe a small amount of economic value. A bit of people's attention on the internet. I feel like, I don't know, like there's stuff I want to do that I haven't achieved yet. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. I would be the regretful ghost lingering around. Anyway, I mentioned this story at the beginning of stream, I think. Or is it? Air Groove. Pilsudski, Fine Motion's half-elder brother. Before the 1997 Japan Cup started, Pilsudski suddenly had an erection during the paddock, apparently because he got hooked by Air Groove. Pilsudski's popularity dropped significantly because an erected horse has his blood circulation change because the blood goes to his little Pilsudski and his brain. Therefore, the horse will be less focused and usually perform less well in the following race. During the race, Pilsudski attempted to approach Air Groove and eventually took her over from the inner lanes to win the race. Yutaka Take commented after the race, "I did everything right, Air Groove did everything right, and ran a perfect race. Yet there's still a horse capable of defeating her in this situation. The world is huge." After the race, Pilsudski was depicted by fans as a hentai who stalks Air Groove. He also earned the nickname God of Erection by fans. And then Uma Musume references this. In Fine Motion scenario, we knew her elder sister, who's supposed to be Pilsudski, is obsessed with Air Groove and would send a large amount of gifts from Ireland to Trajan Academy directly to Air Groove. Horse racing lore. Me, I added several items to the no-fly and entering restricted area lists. Alright, then that can be your contribution there, in case you, I don't know how much this helps. Whoever's watching the VOD and wants to pause and read this, or to go to the actual Google Docy. And who else has funny horse racing lore? Oh, right, this part. Agnes Tachyon, Sasuke Show, was it? There's an Alt V2 Tachyon. The gacha animation has a bunch of math equations. And we have people doing, you know, integral calculus. Some trig substitution formulas. Solving differential equations. To get funny references. Manhattan Cafes, first G1 title, The Kika Show, against rivals Jungle Pocket and Dansu Flame on October 21st, 2001. The solution to this is of t squared is 10 over 21. That's insane. People wouldn't expect a shoehorn to be as dangerous as they can be. Oh, I've only seen like the plastic ones. Unless those are. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, what other funny horse fun facts? Agnes Digital. Minori Suzuki. I've been following this voice actress since Macross Delta. And I loved her as Enna in Project Sekai 2. So, Agnes Digital. Her nickname IRL, his nickname IRL was Hentai. Two meanings in Japan. The one anyone remotely into anime is familiar with, and someone who is extraordinary in a weird sense. Uma Musume took both meanings. The horse that raced 6 G1s on both, won 6 G1s on both turf and dirt. Nice. Oh yeah, speaking of this blog, right? There was one post that I really found interesting. I think it was recent. And it was about the sort of the evolution of Uma Musume and the characters. So where was it? I guess it would be home. Uma Musume's old profiles. This one kind of, but... Or it might have been this one, actually. I was reading through this whole thing. There was like an old... pamphlet with info about the characters from years ago. And I don't know if you guys know the lore, but like the Uma Musume Pretty Derby game, the mobile game, was delayed for a long time. And not only that, there's been a lot of changes. Some more minor, some more significant to the characters as well. And I think studying what they changed is actually really interesting on like the idea of like evolution of the characters and like making a character more appealing and better and more of like a person, right? So again, this blog is pretty good. You'd be amazed what kind of damage you can do with a rubber shoe. The first Uma was the product of a mare and alone. There are no horses in the Uma Musume world. Uma Musume are born to human parents. Or human and Uma parents. There are only female Umas. The lore. Isn't there like a section in the game that talks about this? There's like the help and glossary. Oh, it opens in the web browser? Somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. Well, there's actually a lot about like the lore. The lore. There's like there's one segment on the kanji. Where is it? Trainee do. Where's the lore? The lore about stories. Oh, or is this all the actual game help? The glossary. Yeah, this one has the the lore, the agenda. We must maintain the agenda. Backstretch, charge up. Oh my god. What the fuck is this, an actual mechanic? Satsuki Show, the Tokyo Yushin Japanese Derby, the Kika Show, the classic year. Cuties. From the gacha machine, the crane game. Oh yeah, distance. More than 10 lives. Yep. Double crowns, furlong markers. Oh my god. You know, I guess there isn't the one on the kanji for Uma, but I guess if you're deep into Uma Musume lore, you'd be aware of this. But so Japanese uses kanji, Chinese characters for things. The Chinese character for horse. Wait, I'm sure I can find something. Someone's made the thing about this. Uma Musume. Uma kanji. Was it? The lore. The lore. I keep seeing references to this. Here. Reddit. Okay, Uma, the actual Chinese character or Japanese kanji. Uma in the game has 2 legs here. You'll notice 4 legs here in the IRL kanji. 2 legs wherever it's shown in the Uma Musume universe. As a reference to Uma Musume. It's so fascinating. It's so good. Neo and his panic over the idea of a mayor and a lonely Neo not making the first Uma. No, that's not how it works. Horses don't exist in the Uma Musume world. Only Umas. Only Uma Musume. Anyway, to quote from a column. Oh, is this this is the lore? Edo Bun Kato Uma Musume? Bunge? Utani Moji ni. Okay. The lore. The lore. To quote from a column discussing the official sayings for Uma Musume, its origins date back to late Edo period when a certain poet wrote the horse radical of 4 dots in a kyoka. He said the movement of the legs of a galloping Uma Musume is so fast that to my eyes it looks like 4 legs, and so he wrote it with 4 dots. The lore. The lore. What else? This doc is just filled with so much. World setting. World setting. Here, since you guys are so clearly uninformed on the lore of Uma Musume. Alright, so this is the lore. I like your funny words, Magic Man. Yeah, the Uma Musume lore. Look, we're enjoying Uma Musume by reading this funny Google Doc. Where's the funny stuff? Here, this. Real horses don't exist in this world. That's why the character for horse, Uma, in Uma Musume has 2 dots instead of 4. This can be seen especially in the race titles of the game like the Yarama Kinyan. Characters that have a radical of the word horse weren't changed, such as this word in Tokyo Yushin. Tazuna's last name. All other animals exist. Funny event where they saw an actual horse in the VR machine. Neo Universe is aware that she was a horse in past life. That's crazy. That's crazy. The funny meta stories. God, when they go hard with the the meta awareness that they're telling the real horse's story as well. And then the real horse died. The URA, Central National Association of Racing, National Association of Local Musume, Cinderella Gray, Chuo Nameruna, the funny quote. The Twinkle series, the Dream Trophy League. Side Games never explained the purpose and format of the Dream Trophy League at first. Originally, it worked like an honorable race, which invited retired horse girls to join, and probably inspired by JRA's Dream 11th match commercial, in which horses from different eras would compete in an imaginary race. It's made explicit in Season 3 anime that Dream Trophy League is for the horses retired from the Twinkle series. Yeah, they made a big deal about that in Season 3. And again, what am I gonna watch now when I run on the treadmill? Because I've been using that as my motivation to run, to exercise. I guess I'll have to just like listen to music, maybe even go outside even. That's scary. That's crazy. Horse race gambling doesn't exist in this universe, at least not formally. The money, the money. We know the Irish royal family is still in power. It's very influential in Musume's universe. Oh my god, what? Okay. Umastagram, Umatter, Umatube, Umatalk, Lane. The Umaine. Curran-chan. Oh my god. Other mentioned SNS users. Taiki Shuttle's a YouTuber? Taiki Shuttle's an UmaTuber. Bakshin is on Twitter. Nishino Flowers on Twitter. Has 4.35 billion followers. Dream Journey, of course. Man, you'd think. Oh god, I keep thinking of her as Skibidi Wrist. Daitaku Helios would be here, but guess not. Touching grass is so scary. Damn it. Now I thought of Grass Wonder again. I was gonna say Neo doesn't go outside unless it's for a Costco hot dog. Yeah. Did they switch over? Hold on. Is it Costco, Coca-Cola in food court? Costco food courts is officially switching to Coca-Cola nationwide. Yeah, I saw this, or well, my Costco switched over to. Coca-Cola. Anyway, I said that because the first time I went after they switched to Coca-Cola, they didn't have a non-caffeinated diet soda, so I just drank 2 20-ounce cups of Coke Zero, and then I calculated the amount of caffeine was roughly equivalent to like a decent cup of coffee. And I've been off caffeine for quite a while, so that did keep me up for like till like 4 a.m. And I also drink it kind of late in the day, so that was my experience. But yeah, they have. I do like the taste of Coke Zero. Probably better than most ever diet sodas. Anyway, tails. Tail shampoo and conditioner are available to help Musume keep their tails in top condition. Many Musume don't take kindly to having their tails touched, so it's important to respect their boundaries. Do not touch. Do not touch without consent. Jump races. Jump races? Hurdle races? In Uma Musume, the fans you gathered after races in proportion with the actual prize money you get from the IRL race. The ratio is roughly 1 fan to 10,000 yen. That's pretty good. Neo's Uma wife was because he chomped her tail. No! No! I wish. The 8 classics. Shinzan, Simply Rudolph, Deep Impact. Takadaza Kakina and Japan Cup, Queen Elizabeth II Cup, Shukusho are also in the same league in terms of importance, but they're not part of the 8 Great Classics because their histories are shorter. Oh my god. It's funny how we go straight to from the in-universe Uma Musume stuff to the actual IRL races in relation to Uma Musume. Three jockeys. Damn. 2 trainers have championed all the 8 Great Classics. A 10 no-show restriction. Any horse that, before spring 1981, any horse that won a 10 no show could not register for another 10 no show. Damn. 10 no show follows 3,200 meters before 1984? Literally 1984? Oh my god, the lore. The Triple Crown, based on the British Triple Crown. I mean, there's the American Triple Crown too, right? Kentucky Derby. I don't know any of the other races in America. But there's the one guy, the one horse guy, the guy who commentated Skibidi Riz's first win has been making more horse racing content, sometimes related to Uma Musume horses. Horse Musume. This does not get confusing. Triple Crown. The fastest wins the Satsuki Show. The luckiest wins the Japanese Derby. The strongest horse wins the Kika Show. I'm still like slightly thrown off about how it seems like the default romanization of Kika Show is Kikuka Show, when in the show, in the anime, in like any Japanese media, they clearly pronounce it as Kika Show. So I still read it as Kikasho, even when it's written like this in English. Okay, should I go to sleep now? Do I have anything else important to read from the 610-page document? Wait, can I do... Yeah, the regular layout, not the print layout. 610-page document! Trace and Academy. Eclipse first, the rest nowhere. Alright, when I first saw this motto in the anime, I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? And then I found out that it's actually a quote from British horse racing in like the 1800s. In like the 1700s, the late 1700s, there was a horse named Eclipse who, like almost all the modern thoroughbreds are descended from, who was so fast that he would be in first, and a huge distance later would be all the other horses. Hence, Eclipse first, the rest nowhere. That was interesting to learn about. You need to read off you selling your human rights to me. $5. $5. If you don't have $5. Thank you for the $5. Yeah. Thank you. I think I was talking about it earlier, right? My feelings sometimes. That I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing anything special. I feel like just being a streamer and just talking is not like a particularly valuable thing, and I'd like to, I guess, be more valuable, to have something to give back to the world that isn't like just talking. I don't know. Am I thinking about it in the wrong way? Because maybe I'm underestimating like the value of just learning to be entertaining. I guess maybe I'm just insecure in the idea of me being entertaining, or in my ability to be entertaining. Because I don't know. It feels more concrete to me if I could be like particularly well informed on a subject and have important things to say on that subject. But I don't think I truly am at a level where I have something like that. I see a lot of like game dev related videos on YouTube, and it feels a lot like 99% of it is sort of the blind leading the blind, and people, I don't know, not, what's the word? Not going deep enough. I guess that's just sort of any educational context on YouTube or on the internet, that like all the views are going to be in the beginner oriented stuff or stuff that like isn't even really aimed at learning, more just for entertainment, right? So the actual like quality of the information takes a back seat. But every now and then I'll see like good channels with good insights on what it's like to make a game and how to make good game. You don't get it till you sell yourself. You want to do more, you need to take chances. I guess investing my time into learning something is taking a chance, right? Is spending that time on something is taking that chance. So I think in my mind is trying really hard to sort of link the two. I think there's this sort of hard to describe universal rules of like what is entertaining, and I guess I thought about it from, what was it, Game Design, A Book of Lenses. There's one game design book called A Book of Lenses, and I still have not fully completed the book, but one particular example that stood out to me was, what was it, the idea that the author was talking about how his time in street performance sort of informed his understanding of pacing, of what he calls interest curves, about the idea of like, I guess you could just call it pacing, right? Of how you like build up tension, you release tension, you build up tension, you release tension, you build up more and more tension, you hit the climax of the story, the event, the game, whatever, and then you release the tension, right? In a song, right? You have verse, build up tension, chorus, release the tension, verse, build up tension, chorus, release the tension, some break, build up more tension, final chorus, you know? It's a very universal thing. It applies to games as much as like any other form of entertainment. And I don't know, it's like my mind is open and looking for more connections like that. I wanna know the secrets of the universe. I want to see how it all connects, because sometimes I feel like, I don't know, when everyone's focused on their one specialty, right? There's gotta be useful stuff from other fields or like other related nearby areas of study or things to learn about that would apply there. And it makes me wonder, how much are we like losing sight of as a society when people are made to specialize, when all the incentives point towards specializing in one thing. But I guess truly becoming an expert in one thing does require some level of breadth in knowledge, right? To know where the connections are. It's like the, what do they call it? T-shaped skills, where you're deep into one niche part of a subject, but you have a broad knowledge, a broad general knowledge of the subject matter. I guess that's sort of what you get with someone who really is an expert in a certain area field. There's always is. Was it information or experience? Yeah, there's a lot that can't really be completely taught through just information, right? You need experience in a lot of cases in order to like fully design things, right? To fully have the whatever you want to call it. It's expanding your skills. Taking a chance would be do it alongside your chat. I said this before, right? My concern with doing learning on stream is that I'm not actually going to be learning as effectively as I could if I was doing it off stream. But maybe that's just something I gotta accept if I wanna if I want to do it on stream. I don't know though. Probably need both, right? You need some mix of both. If you're going to be trying to learn something on stream, you'll probably also need some time off stream to focus on it. But I get the feeling that if I was trying to develop the game I want to develop entirely on stream, that I'd be nerfing myself in some way. And potentially in like really important ways, like in trying to think about design and thinking about what to add next. I guess once I reach the point where I feel like I have something to start with, to play with, and then write down my feelings and get in the iterative process of playtesting, right? Then maybe I'd feel more confident in showing it on stream. But I think at the moment for designing the game, that it's going to be really boring to stream that. I don't know. Maybe the looser, less focused state of mind is what I need, because I'm at least somewhat aware that, you know, that can be useful in the more creative aspects of even programming. But I'd imagine in idea generation too, to, I don't know, be more loose-minded, to be more just chilling and thinking of what comes to mind, which would probably be compatible with doing it on stream. But right now, I guess I don't feel familiar enough with what I'm trying to do in order to want to do it on stream. Yo, in his loose mind, try blacksmithing on stream? Yeah, sure, let me just buy all the hardware. Set up the camera. I've been watching Nyla Red's recent videos. He did like purple gold, and it's like an alloy of gold and some other metals. Was it aluminum? And he's like learning a lot of different stuff about metalworking that's somewhat adjacent, but not quite the same as chemistry. Are doing something you don't think a VTuber would do? There's always is it loose mind. Yeah, I loose mind. Do I have anything else to say? Again, I feel like I don't have anything important to show for the game. Hence, I don't really feel like showing it off on stream at the moment. I have a bunch of like loose notes and design docs. Actually, I'll just glance at it right now. But it's kind of like writing down all of my ideas on paper, and I'm gonna have to start implementing them, figuring out the most efficient way to implement them. Actually, I talked about this a bit earlier on the stream, right? I think the most efficient way to start playtesting my ideas is going to be to build a sort of debug sandbox to do the physics, the auto battling ball part of the game, right? But set it up in like debug mode so I can swap out pegs and goals and everything else, all the other pieces on the board freely, and then prototype the sort of building part, the, what do you call it? The part between fights in an auto battler. The deck building, except it's not really a deck. The deck building part of the game. Prototype that on paper or in Tabletop Simulator or something. So that it's like super easy to change the rules and just do something slightly different. And prototype it that way. Payoff part. Would you be more confident in your idea? That's harder said than done. I think I'm realizing more and more the value of not just good ideas, but like good design. And how hard it is to design good games. And how much that matters more than the actual implementation. In terms of like making an interesting experience for the player. Did I already talk about how my game idea was inspired by Musume? Right? The marble auto battler thing. In thinking of Musume as an auto battler, it made me think like, okay, what else could we do for auto battlers? Because it feels like there's a lot of freedom. It sort of opened my eyes. You could do literally anything and make it an auto battler, right? Any sort of system that runs with no player input. Any sort of 0-player game. And then I thought about the like YouTube marble battle things that I see from channels like Mikan. That seemed to suck up my attention super well. I think there's good potential for something here, but my concern at the moment is there going to be enough depth to hold a player there for the long term, right? I'm already feeling like the careers in Musume are feeling not super special, but I know there's a possibility for a really deep strategic game in this sort of framework is what I'm hoping for, I guess. People don't play an auto battler for the combat, they do it for the payoff part, which can be the godly conversations between characters, the goofy conversations between characters, or slacking the playstyle. Stacking the playstyle? Dude, that's real. The heat, that makes it hard to think. I feel that. I feel that, Tachyon. Yeah. Yeah, the payoff part. Cause it's like two games, right? The deck building, the not quite a deck, but deck building part of the game, and then the auto battling, the 0-player game, watching the thing go. Right? What do you do with the cards in your garbage Spire game? Hey, Slay the Spire's not garbage. Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire. It's like Norman Lyons said that if games were fairly priced for the value they give you, then Slay the Spire would be the price of a used Toyota Camry. Yeah, I don't know. Am I chasing like an impossible goal of like, was it an infinitely replayable game? Maybe. But I see that there are games that have that depth in them. And it makes me want to make something like that. And hopefully a game that I find interesting enough to not get bored of. Even as I play it for hundreds of hours as the developer. Which is maybe a bit ambitious from like a design point of view. But that's why I want to make a game like that. Because, I mean, player retention is super important, right? Because if you have the hook of, okay, these fights are really interesting to watch, and then they play the game for a little bit and they realize they've sort of figured everything out and they get bored. I don't want that. I think there's potential. There's deeper potential here for a game that first hooks you in and then keeps you there with its strategic depth, hopefully. The way to make a replayable game is have a fun gameplay loop. Sure, you can say something like that, right? But what does that actually mean? Like what is the fun in the gameplay loop? And what is the gameplay loop? Right? And in my case, I guess that relies on not just the pieces being, you know, strategically well balanced, right? But also interesting. Fun to watch, fun to play with, to the point where you're like, ooh, I want to try this build because I've never actually tried it before, but I think it would do some cool stuff. And then seeing the funny effects go boom. Depends on what the player wants. It depends. All right, then I'll make it for what I want then. What I want is a game that sucks my ADHD brain attention in the auto battling part and triggers all the tisms of my strategic roguelike synergy enjoyer brain in the strategic deck building part of it. That's what I'm aiming for. I want something that's fun to watch, both for the auto battling part and also for like the strategic part, the deck building part. I play city builders. The gameplay loop is solve the puzzle city design before the time, money, or resources run out. Yeah, that's a gameplay loop. Yeah, and in an auto battler, you know, get pieces, get stronger, fight other players, try to counter their builds, right? I guess it's kind of weird for me to be this into the idea of an auto battler when I don't actually play auto battlers that much myself. I played like maybe one round of Super Auto Pets. But I am studying them or watching other people. I don't think necessarily you have to have played the genre deeply, but it can help rather than getting a good understanding of it from a game design perspective. You used to have a card algorithm math. What aesthetic appeals to you? That's the part that's still up in the air. The visuals. I'm gonna go with like minimalist geometric shapes for now, because that's probably the best that I can execute on at the moment. But I do see potential for, I don't know, some kind of charming pixel art or cartoony aesthetic, if not like an even more realistic assets, trying to emulate like a pachinko machine. This song's been stuck in my head all day for some reason. It's nice though. I feel like I've listened to this gotcha screen version of the song more than the actual theme song of the game. You have a D20 lying around. Write down 10 aesthetics you like. Assign each 2 numbers. Well, it's not just that. It's on my ability to execute on it. Although my focus right now is on the gameplay, on getting a good idea of what like the content is gonna be and what the synergies are gonna sort of look like and feel like. I guess one thing is I'm sort of planning for on like the paper prototype to be PvP, when I sort of want the game as a whole to be more PvE focused. But who knows, maybe the PvP will be way more interesting than what I can come up with on the PvE side, or maybe it'll be a hybrid situation like the Bazaar, because I am actually taking a lot of notes on the Bazaar, even though I'm not playing it myself. Your ability to make an aesthetic is you. No one owns aesthetic. Ascetic. Those numbers come up that one is out. Swinging maestro. Okay. Alright. I think I've said what I'm gonna say about game ideas and game YouTube and I don't know my own YouTube channel and everything. Should probably go to sleep now. I've got stuff to think about. I've got stuff to write down. Keep rolling till you reach one remaining. That's the aesthetic you go with. Alright, I'll probably put a bit more thought into it. But again, I think abstract geometric shapes, minimalist geometric shapes, is gonna be the most accessible and will be what I'm going for, at least for prototyping. Anyway. It doesn't do stuff. I'm stuff. Okay. Oh my god, it's winning ticket! Bakshin Shin! There's my Golshi, stupid memories. Treasure Hunter! Oh, that's nice. Okay. Alright. Who are you stuffing? Stuff. It's Major Orion. Okay. Alright. The Uma name stuff doesn't like you. No! Don't tell me. Alrighty. Here, we'll watch Curran-chan or Smart Falcon. God damn it. The banner already changed. That's a really short animation. Okay. Well, thank you all for watching. Please enjoy Uma Musume. Please enjoy the Neopolino channel to whatever extent you'd like. Even if I feel insecure on, I guess, the entertainment, if not other value of this channel. I want to make good thing. I want to make good stuff. Alright. Time for your parasocial name reading. And thank you again for the Prime subs and the gift members and the members. Alright. Thank you, Pokaloka. Thank you, Cyclocus. Thank you, Gurujo. Thank you, Pink Lingo. Thank you, Dahlum. Thank you, Random Perv. Thank you, Aros. Thank you, Cyclocus. Thank you, Tuner Glistener Elf. Thank you, Danny Ka. And thank you, Dink Clinker upstairs. I will stream as I am able and willing to. I'm gonna continue to try to stream at least once a week, but I know that more would probably be better. So apologies for inconsistent stream schedule, but I do kind of really want to lock in and hopefully I reach a point with the game where I feel like I have something worth showing. Either that or I end up giving up. I don't want to give up this time though. I want to take a more measured, calculated approach to designing it and making it. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in. Alright, let's find someone to raid. Who's live? Who's next? Okay. Who's even here? How long have I been yapping about this stuff? 3, almost 4 hours. Almost. Okay, there's your raid. Okay, good night everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the chill, laid back Golshi grind. Alright, good night. Otsuneo. Bye-bye. Take care of yourself. Don't get too caught up in dumb internet drama. Live your life. Be free. Be free. Good night. Good night, everyone. I'm gonna click the raid button on Twitch. Okay, good night.